28. Okay, that should do it. Alright, let's see.
What are you smoking today? Oh, nice. I know I have to take pictures of everything I smoke because I can't remember half of the stuff. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. Dude, you don't even know how many people have asked me where to buy one of those. It's crazy. Oh, shit. Is it just the paint? Ah, no big deal. You might want to say something to him, but right. Just send him a picture with it and just show him what you're talking about. I'm sure the slip is splashed out. What's up, Sherry?
What's up, y'all? Cheers.
Right. Most of them aren't.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. I know I've been wanting to ask everybody.
Every single
It's
day,
probably not the right time to ask
I'm gonna
about what
make
happened with William and somebody else that I've never seen.
It was bad. It was bad.
Microphone is not on, so now it's on. Hi to Joseph, hi to Josh, hi to Willie, hi to JNG Box Break. It's vibrating. So yeah, as usual, if you want to join us, the chat links is in the home. All right. Yeah, I know there's no sound in the beginning, so yeah, should we have sound now? Let's test. Oh, I heard Sherry, I heard Matt, so I know everybody else is working. So.
Yep.
All right. So today we're smoking this Rocky Patel Special Edition, and somehow I feel like I did buy this before, but you know this is new, so I'll give it a smoke, whatever. I did consider smoking a bowl. I did. All right, I did. but judging from me coughing, minor cough, I should not smoking something too crazy. So let's smoke something that's not too crazy. Okay. And we would address one question at a time. And Joe Sparaccio is in here, and cut. Okay, not bad. Did you know, like, I think somebody told me Rocky Patel owns Drew Estate. Is that true?
No.
Somebody said that Drew Estate, Drew Estate is owned by Rocky.
Drew Estate is owned by
Jonathan Drew, right?
no, he sold out to
Oh, really?
yeah, he sold to
Oh,
Swisher Sweets.
Swisher Sweets?
Yep,
Really?
yep. It's been a couple years.
I don't pay attention to Drew Estate, that's why. I wouldn't know. Okay.
They kept him on and everything. They kept most of the people, and they still allowed him to do everything that they do, you know, to be different.
Okay.
Interesting.
So Josh Jones says they're owned by Swishers. So does Swisher also own Rocky Patel? No?
No.
General Cigar. I wonder. I really wonder. Let me turn on the fan.
As far as I know, Rocky's still Rocky. He's got his own deal.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Somebody asked me for the link. Come on. You know where our new home is. You know where our new home is. Come on. Albert, how many times did you click on the link already?
He asked that question last week. Sunday. He is like, "Where's the link? Where's the link?" I'm like, "It's in the new home."
I think I remember that too. Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
You guys should be keeping this as, you know, part of the, you know.
Google bookmark it.
Yeah,
The home.
mark that thing.
Page. The home
Mark that
page.
thing. I need to turn on this light because it makes me look weird.
Google bookmark the new home page. That's what I did.
There we go.
Yeah, I made it a shortcut on one of my.
Yeah, me
Home
too on the
screens.
Google. Yep.
Yeah, everybody should be making a shortcut. Come on. Come on. Alright, to address the issue. Alright? And even though this is a private issue towards our companies. I mean, not company, our group. No 2 cigars today. I'm still waiting for me to recover before I can do that. So, what happened is, we have a member who you know the 2 people, so we don't have to mention the name of the 2 people.
Right.
Right? We have a member who's usually pretty straight and knows what he likes, and really that you know, he shoots straight. If he doesn't like something, he tell you that thing's shit. Alright? Or that thing's crap. That thing is not worth anything. And what happened is we have another member who bought a bunch of nice cigars. And I mean, they're not premium cigar, but they were something that he liked. And he went up there and started trashing it. Right? The person who's shooting straight, going there and started trashing it. And you know, and it's not the first time too. He done it to many others, and including me. So
Yep.
you know,
Damn.
I ordered
He has.
all kind of cigars,
Really?
and you know, he will go in there and trash it.
Yep.
So he have done it a few times, and this time, and usually we just ignore it, but this time, this member, you know who he is and how he is. He fought back. He like
Oh, yeah.
trashed back, right? He trashed back. And it's funny because what happens every time you cut to a stop point, the straight shooter will come back and say, like, fuel him again, and continues.
Yeah.
So you got Michael jumped in a few times and say, "Hey, chill down, guys, chill down."
And I was at work, so I didn't see it till afterwards.
I didn't see it until like yesterday.
Yeah, right.
I didn't see any of it. So.
And then to shoot back again, that straight shooter made a post about a discount, which is about those 2 cigars. But it's actual discount. It's just that he did it on purpose, right? So this new member came over and just said, well, you know, he said these 2 bad cigars has sale, which is pretty normal, and he thought it was shooting at him, so he comes back and said, "No, your mom's half price." and from there on, it went back to exactly same thing again.
Yep.
And then got to a point where it's like, you know what? Let's meet up and gotta kick your ass.
Oh, no shit.
And
They
the
crossed
straight
lots
shooter
of
literally
lines.
says, "This is where I work. Come over here. I'll shoot you."
Whoa.
Yeah. So that is where you really want to draw the lines. Like you can't
Yeah.
threaten people with your life. You know, you can't say I'm gonna shoot.
Right.
I mean, if you want to
Right.
beat each other to face to face, do it. You know, that's guy thing, right? That's fine. But it got to a point where it's like you come over to my work, they will shoot, and that is where the new member has contacted me and probably contacted Michael and Sherry about that. I said, you know what, I'm gonna take a break because this is not healthy.
He didn't contact me. He contacted Michael.
And I was like, well, that's totally fine, but what's going on? And he told me about it. I went to read it. That's when I read the whole thing. I go, no, that's concerning. And now we need to figure a punishment because now we cannot just leave that and not handle.
Right.
So I basically said, hold on, don't do anything. Let me go read through the entire thing. And then I talked to Sherry, I talked to Michael. I was like, this is what I think that should happen because this member has done it many times. We let go many times because I didn't think it was a big deal and didn't escalate to a point. But if you gotta threaten another member's life, then we have an issue here. So I think we should boot him. And the other one, because he was fighting too. You can't clap with one hand. So he needs to be punished too. So I figured 2 weeks is long enough because Facebook allows you to do 1 week. So it's like more than what Facebook does. It's 2 weeks.
Right.
So I posted the punishment before I kicked them. And literally, the straight shooter asked me, he's like, wait, he get 2 weeks, but I get booted? And then I explained the reason. It's not your first time, and it wouldn't be your first complaint. And that's why you were booted. I hope the best for you. I thank you for your time in the group. But unfortunately, if you cannot play nice with the rest of the people, then there's no point. And apparently, a lot of members already automatically blocked them.
Wow.
And that's why they didn't even know this happened because they blocked this guy to start with.
Yeah.
Now, what I think is, I don't think the members should be blocking each other. Now, if you don't like somebody and they have an issue with somebody, you should at least let us know what's going on and why, because it's like, if you block someone and they are members, it's kind of like defeats the point to be in a group, right? So sometimes it's better to solve the problem than having to ignore the problem. That's why I tell everybody that it's better for you to tell me what's going on. We're telling the mods what's going on, so at least we're aware of it. Even if it's something that we can solve, right? If we can't solve it, then we'll figure something out. But if it's something we can solve, let's talk it out, because if that previous fight did not happen, everybody will probably ignore that post about 2 cigars was on sale on cheapcigar.com or something like that. I don't know.
But I mean, everybody has different palates. You know what I mean? I don't agree with certain things. People don't agree, and I don't care.
He doesn't talk about pellets. He talk about like that brand just suck overall.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like he just like whatever you bought is not worth money, is trash.
Yeah.
He does that, and like
That wasn't the first time. Wasn't the first time.
Yeah,
for him,
like I can do Davidoff, and he'll be like, "All Davidoff is shit," like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's up, Gary?
I think that's Albert.
That's
Was that
Albert.
Albert?
Yeah, that's Albert. He finally found the link.
Yeah, I found y'all.
So yeah, that's what happened. We have let's see, dude. Someone's taste in cigar should not rub you the wrong way. I mean, everyone has a different taste. That was ridiculous. Yeah, but then he wasn't talking about the taste. He was talking about the fact that you purchased.
Yep.
I mean, it's his money. He can do what he wants.
That's why, like,
Right.
I tell him exactly the same thing. That's not the first time you said this, and really,
Right.
you can't be telling people, what they can do and what they cannot do. It's to, if you don't like the cigar, just say simply you don't like the cigar. That's fine. No one's gotta
Don't
say
say
anything for
anything.
you to say you don't like that cigar. That's fine. But don't go back and forth fighting over something like, I think the conversation started with cigar prices. Right? That was like,
But
who
that don't-
cares?
But that doesn't hold true with Gurkha, though. Gurkha is fair game, right?
Gurkha's fair game, okay? Gurkha's fair game. Gurkha's just bad.
Nobody
but Jeff likes Gurkha.
Man,
Which
I know. I've
Only
seen
Jeff
you.
likes Gurkha.
Which is totally fine. Like we wouldn't tell like Jeff you cannot go by Gurkha because if you buy
Right.
shit, right? Like we wouldn't say that. We just make fun of him. That's fine. That's fair game.
Right.
You know, and that's the thing is like it's his money, it's his palate. If he likes him, he likes him. I ain't gonna rip on him for that. That's his deal. I mean, I like things that people probably don't like either. So
Yeah, so that's why, like, we had to enact. I mean, there's a lot of things that we let go doing in the group because we're all grown as adults. Like, we don't have to be babysit all the time, right? But if it got to like strong enough of a point where there's got to be an issue, like people have to hide or something like that for their life, then we act on it. Like, there is no second thought. When I want to kick him, that's like, hey, hold on. When he tell me that name, I was like, oh shit. That's something we have to act on it. Now a lot of members like, we just gotta block him and totally fine. But here's the thing, we have another member, ex-member that used to have a wife that has the power of revival.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh,
if nobody voiced it, we will have let him get away so many things. If nobody has voiced the problem, we will probably just like, give him the benefit of doubt and da 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 da. So if there's a problem, if everybody just block him and just not voice it, there's gotta be more victim. That's why.
Right.
right.
I got a message from him the other day, by the way. I ignored it.
He's according to many other members, his account got hacked. But here's the thing: if your account got hacked, why don't you go reclaim it? I mean, Facebook has this thing that you can reclaim or at least let them know your account got hacked.
No, that was him. It was him.
I actually think that was him. So
It was him for me. I don't know about the rest of them, but it was him that contacted me.
So it's all about some sort of government issued grant or whatever. Come on, don't be an idiot. Government had trouble giving you $1,200. You think they'll give you $50,000? Come on, that's as ridiculous as an African prince want to give you $3 million if you move $50 million for him.
In Nigeria. I got my stimulus check today, by the way.
I didn't get anything. Still haven't got anything.
Yeah, we're not getting one either.
Hey
You
Matt.
gonna buy
I got one. I
cigars
bought
there,
some
Sherry?
cigars, by the way.
I know that one of my friends was supposed to get it,
I didn't
and
buy
what
no
happened
good
is they sent the money to the account from 2018 that she no longer have. She closed that account.
Yeah.
And now the question is, how is she supposed to get it back? Because she can't contact anybody. There's no government agency that will pick up a phone call right now.
You're right.
So, and apparently it's really weird because this thing, the stimulus check, the CARE Act allows the bank to use that money if you owe money at all.
Yeah.
If you're under collection agency and they send it to the wrong account, they can use it to pay the collection agency.
Yep. It's like winning the lottery. You got to pay them first.
Yeah.
I got my 11:30 p.m. last night. That's a weird time to get it.
Yeah, my son and daughter both got theirs last couple days.
What's everybody smoking? Did you already do this?
What is this?
Ooh, La Gloria, nice.
La Gloria?
Giorgio.
What about? There we go. Yeah, we got it. What about Matt?
I'm not smoking anything.
Get out.
As long as it's not menthols, you good.
Right?
What about Sherry?
I'm smoking Crown Heads La Coalition.
Cool. So I'm smoking
Very
the Rocky
good.
Patel Special Edition, as titled.
Very good.
Oh, yeah.
The package is pretty okay. It's like a box
Nice
press.
ash. Nice ash.
It's like a box press.
I've had that before, Tony. I got a couple of those still sitting in my humidor.
So the box is pretty good looking. I bought it for the box.
Yeah.
Presentation.
Presentation. They did give me a bunch of Rocky Patels, so I don't know what to do with these, but we'll see. And there is actually Lennox in here. LFD and Lennox in here that they give.
Lennox
Oh,
is the
nice.
shit, dude.
Yeah.
I love that cigar.
Yeah, this is what they give. Let's show these. Aside from the sticker that I really wanted, but it's kind of faded. I don't know. So let's see. They have a Rocky Patel San Andreas.
That's good.
Vintage 2006. This is definitely
That's
Martine's
a good one.
flavor. Okay, Martine's favorite. Rocky Patel Royale, which I think is only a so-so cigar. Not really.
Yeah, I didn't like that one as much, but it's not bad.
What is this? Rocky Patel Old World Reserve Maduro. Which is
Had that.
I don't think I've had that one.
Rocky Patel 15th anniversary, which I really don't like.
I've never had that one either.
I've had that and it was okay. I actually had that with Rocky Patel.
Wow.
I was sitting there with him smoking that.
Sweet.
And you
Yeah.
can't even tell him that's bad, right? You're like, just
Yeah,
like it.
I just like, yeah, this is a great cigar.
You just smiled and said, "Yep, yep."
Yeah.
And then we
He
have Rocky
started
Patel.
telling me all about his whole story about the whole cigar, and I'm like, I don't care.
All right. So we have the Rocky Patel Travacusa. And then we have this number 6. Somebody was smoking this the
Yep.
other day.
Yeah.
Chapin.
I saw that.
Yeah, today he got laid off.
Brandon
That was his
Chapman.
laid off.
Yeah. And then the Nux.
Yes, that's.
This is
love
actually a
that
good
cigar.
cigar.
That's a good one.
That's the thing.
That's a good one.
And they have a Lancero version of this too, I think.
I've never seen a Lancero.
I've seen. I think I smoked a Lancero version of this.
I've
But
got
yeah.
about 4 or 5 of those Lennoxes. Man, I won't touch them.
It's surprisingly good cigar. It's surprisingly good cigar. Based on the presentation, I would think that's a bad cigar, but when I smoked it, I was like, oh, that's actually not bad.
No, it's a hard cigar to find too.
Yeah.
So yeah, should I excuse them for that ashtray? Or should I just let them be?
I don't think everybody saw.
Right.
Matt Meadows smoking nothing tonight. He's gotta get up a bit soon, early tomorrow. Head down upstairs, work on his cabin. Okay.
He's gonna walk around with no pants on.
The Old World Maduro is a really good cigar according to Josh Jones. And Quick 30 says finish a CAO consigliere. Consigliere?
What's up, Quakes?
Quakes.
Quick is always on too.
And I see
He's a
Quakes
nice
is
guy.
quite
I
a
like
few
him.
different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I see Quick quite a bit.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, okay, about what we're arguing. The two things I was arguing with my wife earlier was cooking. When I was cooking, she was talking about one thing, and when I'm not cooking, we're eating, and we're arguing about another thing. So the first thing, I was cooking, and she got this email about this company that tells you, say, hey, you gotta get your stimulus money, spend your stimulus money with us, that kind of stuff. Okay, so it's normal. It's normal, right? You know,
Yeah.
every company try to get a piece of that pie, right?
Right.
So apparently people are complaining about that advertisement, saying that, you know, you should use the stimulus money for emergencies. You shouldn't be using it to buy makeup and clothes and all the crazy stuff that you're thinking to plan to buy. So she asked me what I think. I was like, it's your money. Use it when you need it,
Yeah.
right? I mean, let's say if they didn't give you that money and you wanted to buy makeup, you still buy makeup, right? They give you that money. Okay, so let's say, what's the difference? If they give you that money, $1,200, you save it in your bank, you spend your own $1,200 to buy makeup, and now you need it, you pull it out to buy food. It's just the exact same thing, right? It's the exact same thing. So there's like, it's no merit to say that you shouldn't use that to buy anything. In fact, that money is literally not to help you, but to help companies that's dying,
Yeah.
right? It's not to help you. I mean, they're giving money to people who need it and don't need it. There are plenty of people who still have job and they're getting it.
Yep.
Right.
It's so that
Well,
you
it's
will
like-
go spend the extra money. You'll boost the economy, right?
Yep.
That's what it's for. So
Yep.
so saying that saving that money for emergency, well, if right now it's not emergency, when is emergency,
Right.
right? So Joseph just said, then we can't use it for cigar then.
I did. I did.
Yeah, the
Why did you use
stimulus.
all of it? I put half of it in savings. And
The
then,
stimulus is not to boost you have food in your cabinet. You know
I
that
have food. I have
go
food.
file for food stamp if you don't have food.
Right. Right.
Well, it's like
could have-
when you get your tax refund. I mean, how many
Right.
commercials do you guys see that everybody's like, "Yeah, bring your tax refunds in
Well,
here"?
what they think is
Right,
the tax
right.
refund is your money, but
Right.
stimulus is what governments pay to give you to help you. But what they got is wrong. Is the government is not helping you. The government is helping the companies because you're not spending
Right.
money. You're afraid. You're staying at home. You're not doing anything. So they
Right.
give you
Right.
money so you go buy stuff, right? Yeah, there's some people it's got to use to pay for their mortgage and stuff like that. But even that is still not helping you. It's helping the mortgage company,
Right.
right? It's helping the bank so they don't go bankrupt for you not paying. You know, can you imagine if everybody all go default at the same time? The bank will have no cash,
Right.
right? And they can auction your house out. No one's buying house right now. Do you really have that spare time and energy and the guts to go shop houses? You know, go to open house.
My wife, she owns her own brokerage for real estate. They're busier than ever.
Really?
Oh, they really?
Yep.
Wow.
For selling or buying?
Both.
Who's buying right now? Who's checking out houses right now?
All kinds of people, man. She sold more houses in the last 3 months. Well, she's done better these last 3 months than she's done in the last 3 years.
But
in
like, how
January,
do you
February.
social distancing doing shopping for housing?
Oh, they do it. They're able to do that. Now, I don't know how the agents are out there showing houses and stuff like that, but like they're sitting in different cars, signing paperwork, handing the paperwork over. You know, like the closing on your paperwork, they've got those barriers up now and stuff like that. Even though you're sitting at a freaking conference table.
Yeah, I mean that's not really solving any problems, I think. But yeah,
Right.
I'm surprised because people here, even if they want to sell houses, there's no place to go. So, and
Wow.
you know, it has to do with housing prices too. Over here, like, it's regular houses like $700,000 easy. So
Damn. Yeah.
I know. Right.
Ain't like that over here in Utah.
Right.
yeah, my house in Lexington is only 1 floor high with a small basement. That's $1 million.
Wow.
Yeah.
God.
So, oh, Massachusetts, called Taxachusetts for a reason. Everything's more expensive. So you wouldn't think that anybody was just like, you know what? School stimulus. I don't need the $1,200. I just gotta go spend $1 million. That's not happening. That's not happening right now. This whole issue is gonna make the rich people more rich and the poor people more poor.
Yeah, as usual.
Right. Rich people is gonna buy out everything right now. Like,
Yeah.
the people who have cash is gonna buy everything, and the poor people, they just not gonna have jobs, but they'll get supported throughout this whole thing, but still not enough. It's never enough. $1,200 is really not enough to survive majority of the Northern America and California.
Right.
Don't forget California.
Brian says, I'm closing on a house on Monday in Queens, New York. What are you doing running around in New York? You should be staying home. Tie yourself to the house and don't get out. That's one place that's scary right now.
Right?
Yeah.
New York's the worst.
So yeah, I mean, stimulus money is really nothing. And she's like arguing, like, what? Blah, 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 blah. I was like, you know what? We're not gonna get that money, but if you do, go spend it. Okay, go spend that. So after that, she was arguing about how the society. She read this statistic about Korea. South Korea has 33% of people has plastic surgery. All right, and she's thinking that, you know, people, you know, because of she thinks it's a good thing because, you know, little kids are gonna look at each other and they have a standard of beauty and they want to go do that, and then they will go cut their eyelids, make their nose bigger, you know, ears bigger, their foot bigger, change the name to Oppa, whatever. But she think that is the kids and the society, the TV things that you watch and stuff like that's making that 1/3 of people go get plastic surgery. And I'm telling her that's not true. All right? I told her when I was a kid, if we're ugly, we're ugly. Okay? Like you can't fix ugly, you can't fix stupid. Two things you can't fix. All right? Back in my time.
Right.
And the reason the kids can do it today, it's not because the kids wanted to. It's because their mothers want them to. Right? Kids are not gonna go, you know, in the school and go like, damn, I'm so ugly. When's the last time you see a kid do that? Walking on the school and then see another pretty woman and go, oh man, I'm ugly. That doesn't happen. What happened is the parents go, damn, my daughter is ugly. She needs a taller nose. She needs double eyelid. You know, she needs to look like me. You know, that kind of stuff. Because the kids don't have 10 grand to fix their nose.
Right.
Right? The kids don't have, you know, $100,000 to do a rhinoplasty and facial reconstruction, whatever. It's always their parents. It's, why are you so ugly? And the kids go, Mom, if I'm ugly, fix it. And the mom go, That's what happens. Okay, no kids actually think about that. And my wife actually say, you know what? You know, it's because the unreal expectations. Like little boy watching porn, they think that the woman should look like that. You know, so they think that that's standard. I was like, no, you cannot have that kind of exception. Okay, you're talking about when a boy look at porn, all they see was a beautiful woman, and they think that that's how it's supposed to be, right? But at the same time, they gotta see people eating poop. They gotta see people tying themselves up. They're not gonna go, whoa, that's so good. I think that's a standard. I'm gonna go eat some poop.
I don't know. You got Tide Pods.
Yes, exactly.
But that's different. Tide Pod is like a challenge. You know, there's not gonna be a porn movie where I challenge you to eat this too. 2 cop and a girl. You know that. Two girls and a cop.
Two
You know,
girls and a
they're
cop.
not gonna do that.
They
I
might,
challenge you
they
to do
might.
that. Right? They're not gonna do that.
I don't put it past nobody.
I don't know, Tony. You got 2 cigars and a guy. I don't know.
2 cigars and a guys are great. You know, it makes you skinnier. It's a perfect diet. So yeah, I mean, if you think about that, it's not what you see. It's peer pressure. Peer pressure, right? And majority of the time, you don't really give a 2 cents about other people calling you ugly, right? I mean, you care about if your parents call you ugly, right? If your parents just say, hey, you're so bad. Like, you care, like, if your friend says, hey, why you always get bad grades? You're like the last one in the class. You'll be like, okay. But if your parents says, why can't you be like, you know, Hashimoto next door getting A's? You know?
Oh, no. Don't, no, not me, bro.
You know? Why can't you be Asian, right? We're Asian. We're not Bijan. We're not Cesian. We don't get B's and C's. We're A's.
Asians.
Right? You don't get
So
B's and C's.
what grade are we talking about?
Huh?
What grade are we talking about?
Any grade.
No. They care, dude. They are so nervous about stuff.
No, we're not talking about the overachievers that goes to science program. We're talking about the people who doesn't. Okay?
They care. They care.
People who care will care. People who doesn't care wouldn't, right? So, like, but then if their parent put that, you know, perspective on them, you hurt them more. Right? If your parent complain about you, it hurts more than your friends complain. So it's like the same thing for plastic surgery, you know. Korea is such a judgmental place too. If you go in there, they will tell you that, you know, you're not dressing right in the middle of the street, even if you don't know them. Right? Korea is that kind of place. So, I mean, saying 1/3 of that, and she said because there's so often people always got to do it more. I was like, no. Just because there's more people doing it, you're less likely want to do it. She's like, what do you mean? I was like, well, everybody eats rice. It doesn't make you want to eat rice, right? Because 100% of Asian eats rice, and they go like, oh, you know what? You should eat rice. You'll be like, oh, I'm really sick of rice. You wouldn't be like, oh, rice. Oh, I'm gonna have some rice. I'm gonna have some soy sauce. I'm gonna have a whole bottle of soy sauce on top of a bowl of rice. No, it doesn't. It doesn't make you excited. It doesn't. It doesn't make you want to do it. The more people do it, the more common it is. And more common it is, the less attractiveness for you to do something. Right?
I can see that.
So yeah, that's what we argue about. I was like, why are we arguing about this? Quick 30 says, I got A's in school because I'm a Mexican, not Mexicans.
Right?
That's awesome. That was a good one.
Let's see. Gary says Brazil has the good kind of plastic surgery. What's the good kind of plastic surgery?
I don't know, but I think Brazil has, or no, it's Venezuela.
The only thing that I know that Brazil has is Brazilian wax.
Right.
But that's not plastic surgery. That's on the surface. It's outpatient.
Brazilian wax. Oh, they have
Mexican.
Brazilian nuts. Brazilian nuts.
Brazilian nuts? What about macadamia nut? Those are big and white.
This could go so many different directions.
I know.
Right?
Yeah,
Right.
good.
And that's without Chapin. Without Chapin, without Jeff, and without James.
It has an ending if they're not here.
I don't know if it ever ends.
So,
Not if
so-
they're here.
The difference between James and I is I think it and he says it.
Right.
but which one is
I
better?
can see that. I
Which
can
one's
see
better?
that actually.
Which one's better? People who says what they think, or people who thinks what they say?
Oh man.
Tough one.
Tough.
Yeah.
There's a certain time for both.
There you go. There you go. Time and place for everything.
Yep.
Now that's just
Discretion.
being politically correct. that's a time and place for everything is like a politician answer.
I know, right?
Well, I mean, when you're around friends, you can say certain things.
Have a good
you
night,
know,
Matt.
and then
Right.
when you're at work and around people that you're not familiar with all the time, yeah, you just don't say it. You just let it ride.
Here's the thing about my wife talk about today. She's like, these people doesn't do their work, so I can't do my work, kind of thing. And she's complaining. And then she's like, I always have to write them a follow-up email, and they don't respond to it. I was like, why write that for them to follow up? Just say, do your damn job and do your thing. If you don't do it, I don't do it, kind of thing. And she's like, well, no, your HR says you can't say that. I was like, well, the fact that your HR tell me that I can't say that, I should go report your HR to your HR. It's so politically correct right now that the corporations can risk some people, like, your prejudice, your power harassment, your all that stuff,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Like, let's say if you have ADHD, they can literally not yell at you, right? If you have any sort of what's the things, Asperger's syndrome or whatever, they literally cannot rush you from working. If you have stress, whatever, they cannot tell you to work harder, right? So I was like, that's so stupid. Then just do whatever you do, because if you feel like they can't do anything to them, they can't do anything to you either. So by you forcing them to work, somebody say, hey, you're doing too harsh. You're saying that too harsh. You shouldn't be telling them to work that hard. You should tell them that. You shouldn't tell me what I cannot. What can I say? What can I say? You're judging what I'm saying. You're being prejudiced towards my words. It's dumb. The corporation is dumb. We're getting into that that situation where the world is more like we have to keep step behind to fit the few people.
Accommodate.
Yeah, to accommodate. People.
Yeah.
Pampered.
Nobody ever accommodate me. Like when you don't have money, you go to the bank won't give you money. It's like, hey, bank, you should accommodate me by giving me the money.
Don't work that way.
Nope.
Doesn't
Even
work
if
that
you're
way.
Asian.
But like
Kids are growing up with that experience where they're accommodated, and it really dilutes what they learn. The content that they're learning, it dilutes it, not only for them but for those around them. And it's a struggle I deal with, on a daily basis. It's like, how's this preparing them for the real world? And
so based on that.
on,
Based on that, can I say that you are the one that would not support something like No Child Left Behind kind of thing?
Yeah, it's complicated. It's just complicated. That's all I'm going to say about it.
Because I'm the person that will say that if the kids cannot learn, let them stay behind. I'm that kind of person. I would think that this kid needs more help, or maybe this kid is better off doing something else.
Yeah, the problem with that is that the standards that they use for whether or not you send somebody on or if you retain them, those standards are, they're made up by commissions and it's statewide. I mean, that's where it starts to get really complicated. And in reality, kids learn. They learn, even though they might be a little behind this year, they can pick up rather quickly. People are able to accelerate their learning, in given time. But it's hard. But No Child Left Behind involves federal funding and all this other kinds of. It's a really complicated matter. So, well, it's hard to say I'm for or against it because it's a lot more gray than that.
Let's put federal funding and everything that has to do with the school's benefit to the side. Like that doesn't matter to the actual concept of whether or not the kids should be left behind, right? When they learn what they cannot learn. Like for example, if this kid, he can do standard English, he can do algebra 1, but once he gets algebra 2, no matter what you teach him, he just cannot understand. He goes on tangent when he sees tangent. Okay, that kind of kid. So, do you think that you should be able to fail him and still can let him pass through, or should you just say, well, you're not good at that, so do something else?
Yeah, it's I don't know. I hate not answering that question, man. I really do, because it's knowing what I know. It's not an easy answer.
That's why he's
I get
asking
both
you,
sides.
because knowing what you know, you have more deep thought into it, deep look into it. Because for me,
I do, and I get
obviously
stuck.
we only see the surface, right? We see classes that basically being passed because curves, right? If there's curve, you can have a horrible group of people has 40s and still pass because of curve.
Right.
I get both sides, but and I just, if the kids know that they aren't ever going to get left behind, what makes them, push forward to actually learn something to get to the next grade? What's the, not standard, but what's the
Incentive.
what's the incentive to get to the next grade and to
Right.
graduate? If they know that they're just going to be able to just screw off
Yep.
and go screw it, and they're not going to get left behind.
Right.
Because I think that not all the school offers AP courses. I know people who are just overachievers. They're like AP courses, but I think majority of people are passing the AP courses based on curve. They don't really learn anything. My wife went to AP Science Physics, and she sucked at physics. She cannot. She even took SAT 2 physics. She passed it, and she learned nothing. She learned nothing. Like literally.
Yeah, and that's where you start getting into how kids are being graded. And the No Child Left Behind is not about a teacher's grades they give them in the grade book. That's not what it's about. It's about the test. It's about the standardized testing, and are they able to show proficiency on that particular test? And the challenge is that the way a lot of the classes are being taught and grades are being developed and all that, the pressures that are involved with all that, the teachers are not really. I mean, they're trying to like. There's a certain standards that you need to know about a particular subject, like math, for example. And as you try to make sure they understand all those particular standards, you create this assessment, you create this work, and then the kid just doesn't do the work. And why are they not doing the work? And there's very valid reasons why they don't. Maybe they got a shitty situation at home, so it throws everything off. It throws a lot of things off, especially if you get a small enough. If you get a big enough group of kids in a class that happens, then it really makes this teacher have to start to scramble and everything. And so they're really, I don't want to get into a lot of details on this because I don't think we have a lot of time on it, but the teachers need to start thinking about how they present information to students and how the kids need to share the bigger load of the work, of the coursework. They need to share the burden of them passing, not just the teacher. And right now, I think a lot of it's on the teacher. It's not so much on the kid. And that's where some of that is coming from. These high stakes, what they're called high stakes courses, like math, English, those are called high stakes because those tie to the test.
So
there's
in
a lot
terms
of pressure on the teacher that their kids are showing progress. It's hard, very, very hard. So
with that in mind, all that in mind, right? Do you think now this year the kids is missing majority of the school, like half a year of a school? Do you think the school should just go, hey, you know what, everybody move to the next grade, or everybody should stay?
Oh, with COVID, yeah.
Yeah. Do you think people should go? All right, so now all the fourth grade continue on fifth grade. I know you guys didn't learn majority of stuff. Move on fifth grade, or should they say everybody should stay and learn what you need to learn?
So, yeah, I do, because you're not gonna have, if we do that, so everybody does a redo, because 2 6 weeks out of the year, they're, a third of the year basically is what it winds up being, right? A third of the year.
Well, do you think they should just go?
To try,
they should cancel summer vacation.
As fill in gaps as they can.
What?
They're gonna have to fill. They're gonna have to fill in gaps next year as they can. right?
But
Just know that this
if
gap's
like
gonna fill.
the standard classes is already filled up a whole year, the kids already had to learn so much for a whole
Yeah.
year. Do you think it's good to just cram them with something that they should learn in a half year into a whole year?
But it's not half a year though, Tony. And here's the reality of it. A lot of what was taught or for the testing was taught before spring break anyway. The last this past few weeks before the STAR testing, which we call STAR, was review. So really, there's a lot that was covered already. So they do a lot of their work already before spring break.
Okay.
So they haven't
I mean,
lost.
so is it true that the teachers, not all the teachers, but a lot of the teachers are teaching the kids what's on the test instead of
It's
actually
impossible.
teaching them everything that they need to know?
It's impossible to teach them the test. If you look at the test, now I'm talking about Texas, all right? I'm talking about Texas test.
Right.
And I'm willing to bet the other tests are similar, but you should download the test and take a look at it. I mean, if you haven't done that, it would allow you to see it's not a I'm teaching to the test, because it doesn't do that. It makes them they have to understand this concept to get a question, to get information to be able to answer the question. And so it's normally they're two-part kind of things, and it's very much a reading comprehension. And they're moving more and more to reading as part of, like, math will be more reading, science will be more reading kind of stuff. But no, I hear that a lot, and I used to kind of think the same way. And then when you start really looking at the test, you're like, you can't teach this. You can't teach them the test.
So whatever happened to like
Because
the old school
it is
days,
stupid.
like when we were all in school, where it was like you were just like you had to get good. You knew in your mind you had to get good grades. There was no exception. There, like we all were either going to get our butts whooped or whatever. We were just scared shitless of our parents, and I mean that doesn't even exist anymore. It is so. What has changed so much in this world to kids just not care like that no more.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure
Well, I
parents
tell
have
you,
changed quite a bit too.
like I remember being in middle school, and we had to pass our classes in order to play sports, and they were on our ass big time
Right.
to make sure that we passed. Now it's still a requirement, but the pressure is not. So the kids kind of deflect it a little, or they just choose not to play sports. I mean, it's hard to kind of nail them down. But let me tell you, when they get to high school is where the rubber hits the road. You want to be in this activity, you want to be in this group, that's a school group. You definitely have to pass your classes in order to get that, and the responsibility is more on the students to do it. So yeah, you'll have some kids blow off student groups and be in sports, band, ROTC, drill team. They'll blow those off, and you'll have a smaller group do that. But you have a hell of a lot more kids that want to be in those programs, and that participation helps drive them working harder. So you do see more of that in high school. And so my
Right.
guess is that elementary and middle is you're really trying to prepare them to be better students. Well, they have what they need to be able to manage that and pass. So
In the end, I think there's always got to be two sides, right? The side of parents and the side of teacher. And you gotta figure out whatever your kids is gonna be. I mean, there are parents with good kids that never had to worry, and the parents who have kids that might have some trouble learning certain stuff will be like, I wish they didn't just leave my kids behind and just can't continue going, and then my kids gotta go through high school 5 years in a row, kind of thing.
right.
I
And
mean, I sucked at math, man. And,
Really?
Oh, big time. I struggled and struggled. My brother and sister excelled. Like they were. My brother, my younger brother, he was in junior high. He's a couple years younger than me, and he was getting shipped to our high school to take the same class that my sister was taking, and I think she was a sophomore at the time. So, I mean, he's just smart with math and all that stuff.
You
So is
call
my
yourself
sister.
Asians?
But I mean, I'm not saying that I suck at math. I didn't excel at it. I was more of a hands-on person. I'm more of a artist, technician. I like to do things with hands-on. So
that brings up a really good point, because for a long time, there was a big drive of trying to get everybody to go to college, and I'm
Right.
starting to see that being pulled back a lot. Where it's like, no, college isn't necessarily for everybody, and what can we do to get kids going into trade kind of things, certifications. Um, there's a big push now of like, how can we teach kids to code so that they can get out of high school and go get a job coding and making 70, 80,000 a year coding
But-
without a college degree.
But you don't necessarily have to go to college to learn coding. I know a lot of kids that know how to
Exactly.
code, and
Right.
they have those Lego
Yeah.
thingies they can code to move and stuff like that.
Right.
I had those courses at 6th grade over here, so
Right.
you don't really need to go to college. And now, in fact, I went to college, got all my degrees, and I still feel like college majority of the courses to fill the points that you have
Requirement.
is useless. It's useless.
Right.
A lot of
And-
stuff you're required to take to fill your major are useless.
Yeah, and so you have some kids who struggle with the math, they struggle with reading, but they can manipulate those robots really easily, and some of them can code really easily. So if we can get them involved in those things, they are doing some higher level thinking, developing those problem solving skills that will help them. So do you leave that kid behind? Right?
Right.
Or do you help them? You try to. I mean, it's going to catch up with them as long as they're engaged and learning. You want them to be lifelong learners. That's what you really want.
Elon Musk made a post about he want to hire somebody as long as you can code. I don't care what degree you have. He's
Right.
basically trying to hire people who can code. He doesn't care like
Yeah.
what grade you have, so long as you can code.
Right. And so
Right, 'cause it
that
doesn't matter.
that seems to be a drive, a direction, in not just coding, but other things as well. I mean, there's a lot of things that, I mean, for that matter, we're going to have a problem filling trades, right? Where carpenters, plumbers, mechanics,
You're already looking for diesel mechanics, automotive mechanics,
things like
welders.
that are on those jobs. Yeah, absolutely.
And they actually make decent money. They just don't sound well. They don't sound good. And when it's like, when you go out on a date in a really expensive restaurant, what do you do? I work in an oil rig. It doesn't sound as good as I am the assistant manager of this financial firm. But then the person who works in the oil rig probably makes 6-figure easy.
Right.
Oh yeah, I mean, I manage truck fleets, so we hire guys. We prefer some experience and whatnot, but we do take a lot of guys, young guys, and we'll bring them in and try to teach them the trade and teach them our way, because we believe our way is the right way over some of these other fleet maintenance guys. But we pay top dollar. Nobody wants to get down and dirty though. I mean, that's the problem. Nobody wants to get dirty, greasy, and they want to sit in a cubicle behind a computer somewhere.
But that's the difference between monkey see, monkey do versus honest living. I really think that people who does the physical work, that's honest living, right? You're trading an ounce of your sweat for an ounce of money, kind of thing.
Right.
And I think that America is turning to that way, right? Especially right now with the political things, trying to bring the factories back. They're gonna need blue collars. White collars are losing their jobs so easily because they're monkey see, monkey do. A lot of things can be replaced by program.
You want critical thinkers, and that's really what I try to teach in my classes is how to make them critical thinkers, and that's not easy. That's a hard freaking job, and it takes grit, and how do you teach grit? How do you teach and you teach them by they fail, and then what did you learn from your failure? Think about your failure and try to learn from it, and not just blow it off. So like you said, you want to teach them to do things your way, right? Then they have to be able to learn, and that's really the key to a lot of it. So it's a tricky thing. And even going to college, getting a degree, that's an exercise of critical thinking, is it not? Like, what does this teacher need? What does this syllabus require of me? How can I accomplish the
But college is
everything
different.
fine?
College is more like it's a business, right? You pay
it's a
me,
business.
and I give you a paper to say that you have a certain amount of knowledge. That was it. Whether or not you
Right.
retain it is a different story. But you pay me stay here for 4 years, and I give you a piece of paper that says you might know what you're doing. At least you heard of it, kind of thing.
Sure.
Joseph Woodruff says around Iowa, the factory worker make more money than a car mechanic.
Mhm.
See, our diesel techs that we pay, we pay good, and because it is a profession that is in high demand. I go to yearly meetings, all across America, and everybody across America is looking for technicians, blue collar workers, welders, anybody. But the diesel trucking industry right now is such a high paying career, but there's a lot of people just either scared of it or I don't know. I don't know what the answer is really. I mean,
But there is a work hazard too. There's work hazard. It's more dangerous.
oh, it is. It is, and you gotta realize it too. You've got 120,000 pound truck moving down that freeway. Wheels come off or anything like that, they kill anybody in a heartbeat. So you gotta always remember, whenever in doubt, change it out. Don't ever second guess yourself. So, I worked on school buses too. So, when you got kids riding on that bus, you got to make sure you think in the back of your head, like, do I fix that or do I just let it go till next time?
Yeah.
And my thing was, hey, if that's my kids riding on that bus, they're gonna be riding on the safest damn buses ever. So,
Blue collar sticks said dirty hands, honest living. Of course,
There's a guy,
of course you gotta say
Justin
that, blue
was-
collar sticks.
There's a guy in our group that was his job is going around and refitting, or actually no, I think they were selling electric buses to like Dallas area rapid transit, Chicago transit and all that, and they're all
Wow.
electric buses. And he was telling me the systems that they put into those, they have these various components in the system, and each component has its own brain and is talking to all the other components.
right.
So a very highly complex
Oh, yeah.
system to troubleshoot. Anytime you have something like that, the errors that come up are just crazy. And
Right.
he got into it because he was a fairly good mechanic, and they needed somebody to go in and do that. And he learned to be, they realized he was a good troubleshooter on it. But that's, think of the battery packs and that is the future of transportation, is being able to mess with that kind of stuff. So
Right. Well, the
and-
thing is, like our cars nowadays, you think about a car and it had at one time had one ECM, a lot of electronic control module.
right.
Now it's got anywhere from 4 to 5 to 9. Our big rigs have
Right.
7. So and each
They're
like you
all
said,
talking to each other, right?
Yep. And if one has a miscommunication or just has a minute drop in voltage or ohm from one wire, it throws a check engine light and it could derate the truck and break, set the truck on the side of the road for hours. So,
Joseph said most people that go to college don't even really go and use the degree that they have, and I agree with that.
I totally agree.
Yeah, I have a few friends that has JD, which is PhD for law degrees. She worked for regular monster.com kind of stuff. Like she didn't go to legal. Like a lot of people just get, they went through the college, they choose whatever, but when they went to real life, they realized that's not the job they want to do. So it's a lot of those. On a lighter note,
Sorry.
let's talk about cigars. Now all the cigar events are canceled. Like we're not gonna have the PCR or whatever, like the IPCPR thingy for that anymore.
Oh, PCA or whatever it is.
Yeah,
now.
we're not gonna have any of those. So none of us is gonna know any of the new cigars, and I don't
got
think they
tickets
are
to the Big
promoting any new
Smoke,
cigars,
too.
right? Huh?
I got tickets to the Big Smoke this year too.
I don't think they gotta release any new cigars. Did you guys hear anything about releasing new cigars at any company?
I don't know. I haven't heard anything.
Something about like there's gotta be a decrease in cigar productions by 30% or something like that. I think I read it somewhere. Because they're not gonna be able to, in a way, yeah. I mean, it's gotta be a trouble to go to places like that. Well, number one, those events cannot be held with that many people, right? And number two is whether or not people have that budget to buy cigars anymore. So it looks like there's not gonna be any cigar events that releases new cigars. With that being said, now there's nothing new. Are you guys looking forward to any cigar at all?
I look forward to smoking anything, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
I mean, if something new comes out, then it does. If not, I know what's good and trusty, and I'll keep going back to it.
Get out of here,
Same here.
Hashimoto.
Same
Hashimoto,
here.
there's some new Gurkhas. Would you like to try them?
I don't smoke Gurkha, buddy. I mean, and I did not smoke Gurkhas before I met you guys too. And then that's when I knew I fit in the group because you guys were bagging on it. So.
But Gurkha does sell well. That's the thing. Almost every, brick and mortar places sells Gurkha.
Oh yeah.
Like literally,
Yeah.
they sell very well.
They do.
Even
They
though
do,
like
actually.
people who smoke anybody who has smoked for more than a year knows that you shouldn't be buying Gurkhas, but they still sell that well.
They do.
A couple people in my brick and mortar up there in Modesto, California, were smoking the new one they had come out just recently, like their anniversary one. They said it was actually pretty good, and they're not Gurkha smokers at all. And I was like, damn.
Anybody who smoked Gurkha will say Gurkhas that is actually pretty good or surprisingly good.
Well, I think
I
the Ghost series and the 12, 15, 18 year series are pretty tasty. I mean, those are.
I
those are
smoked
good.
all of those and I still did not like it.
You still don't like it, huh?
I still don't like it.
I'm agree
It
with
has
Albert.
to do with the certain palate. I think that Gurkha has this earthiness that I just don't like.
The Ghosts, it was like one of the ones that I was like, that's not too bad. I like that.
The Ghost, when I smoked it, both the gold and silver, they produce a lot of smoke, but they have that really strong earthy dirt taste to it that I just don't like it.
I'm gonna have to smoke another one now because
Oh,
I don't remember what it tastes like, but I remember liking it and going, oh, so I have some in my humidor. I just haven't smoked them in a long time.
But here's the thing: you say it's not bad, and you say you it's one of that one you like, but you will not go out and buy a box.
Oh no.
Yeah, see?
I don't
It's
know.
just
I
not
like the
that-
extreme. I personally like the extreme. I like that one, and a few, like I said, the 12, 15, 18 year. But I agree. The others I've tried are just it seem like they're just too rough, if you will. And just like on the taste buds, it's not a creamy cigar at all. And I
Put
tend to go
30
more with that.
says, it is nice to having new cigar every year, but next year there might be a flood of new cigars if they don't come out this year. I don't know because they're still having issue with the FDA, right? Even though FDA is like, oh, we're gonna kind of not deal with it right now. It's not our focus, but they still have to, pump out all the cigars as quick as they can before, grandfather in and all that stuff. No.
I have no idea anymore.
Do you think they'll change the name of the Corona? Corona size?
No.
The size name is only in America though. The size name is only in America because all the Cuban cigars are by
Right.
numbers.
Yeah, I agree.
So
That's why they can change it, right?
yeah, obviously all the people are changing already. I mean, there are some names that's like obviously it's a Corona but something else. Like Petit Robusto. Right? Or like short Toro, but at the same time you can call that a Robusto Gorda. It's just a name. Like there are some people that has a totally different name too. I just can't recall one right now. But there are some that's not even in those names. There's something that they made up.
So what do you think, Corona Cigar? Do you think they'll change their name? Let's
No,
predict.
I don't think so.
You,
I don't
you don't think so?
I don't think so.
I think there's an over and under on that.
You think they will?
Jeez
To trademark a name, to create a new name, just to change your store. That's the way how they. If that was the case, they would have closed their cigar shop right now. Like literally just like
Yeah,
we're done, and then just open a new store right now.
But as epic as this has been, that they could call for that.
I mean, they all still try to call it COVID-19. So long as the cigar shop is not called COVID, it should be okay.
That's actually where I got my Andalusian Bull ashtray was Corona cigar.
Now imagine if you change that now, Corona, the beer, Corona Light, Corona
Right,
Extreme.
the beer, right?
They should just make. If I'm the Corona company to make beer, I will make a new beer just called Corona 19. And I think a lot of people will buy it just for the heck of it.
Yeah, 19 ounce. A 19 ounce.
Special
Version.
edition.
No,
There
then
you
I will
go.
mix
There you
Corona
go.
beer with 70% alcohol vodka to drink it to prevent from
Sign me up.
coronavirus.
Sign
Corona
me up.
19. 19 times more strong than Corona.
I heard that the Corona, they were just they kind of
They stopped production.
didn't throw a fit about the Corona name, but they thought it was kind of hilarious and played off on it.
Mexico did
They
stop
should.
produce Corona the so the factory stopped producing it.
Really?
Joseph said the factory
Corona beer.
factories are closed. The cigar factory are closed. Cigar factories are closed? I don't know. I think they're still producing cigars
Yeah, most of them are.
in the U.S.
No, in Dominican and everywhere.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. Would that create a new supply and demand issue? Because cigar smoker isn't gonna stop smoking cigar because they stop producing it.
Yeah, I've heard that they're closed down right now. Whether that's true or not, I don't know.
We wouldn't know unless you get there. You would not know, right?
They could be over there rolling cigars like crazy right now.
You know, I saw like. You know how we always watch the people rolling cigars, right? You know the typical thing, the hands go like that, right?
Yeah.
Have you
Right.
seen those people who cheat? They use this thing that just pull it forward and come back, and the cigar is rolled perfectly. There's this thing that has a piece of like canvas on it, and they'll put all the material on that, and then they'll pull the canvas forward. That will roll the cigar, and they'll pull it back. It will be done.
Oh wow.
Which I think a lot of factories are using
My
that.
grandpa had one of those roll cigarettes when he was alive.
I
Had a
forgot
little
who I
thing,
was
and he put
watching.
the-
I was watching the
he
video of
put
somebody
the
showing
paper
that.
in there. He would put the paper in there and tobacco and like pull this lever back, and it would roll the cigarette for him.
And I saw that. I was like, wait, is that still considered
that
as
was years ago.
handmade?
That was years ago now.
Would that be still considered as handmade if somebody did that?
I don't know, maybe.
Because that's technically machine made, right? You put everything, you pull forward. You know, it's the same as
Yeah,
putting a switch. That thing
right?
just, you know, it's literally not handmade anymore.
Yeah, I don't think that's handmade.
He had to pull the lever. I remember him doing that. I mean, he died in '96, but so he was smoking like 20 years before that. I remember seeing him put it in there and with the canvas thing, like Tony was saying, and put the tobacco in there and just pull this lever, and it would roll it up for him, and he would take it out and clip one end and smoke it.
I really forgot where I watched it, but I
Yeah,
watched it. I
throat
was like,
cancer
that's
too,
cheating.
by the way.
And then I looked.
Ooh,
Someone
Yeah.
was saying that you can actually 3D print one of those things and can roll your own cigars.
oh my god.
And you can 3D print a cigar mold too. So after you roll it,
Sure
you
can.
put it in the mold, and then you can just put it to the side.
They're 3D printing organs for transplant.
Say that again?
They're 3D printing organs for transplant in some places.
Before they were doing that, they were stacking
Yeah,
stem cell
like
on
the
top
ear,
of other
like
cells. They were
printing the
printing
ear and
cell on
all
top of
that, yeah.
cells. But I don't think they actually put that into use. Can you
I don't
imagine
think so either.
how long would it take to print a liver?
Jeez.
By the time you finish
Many,
printing,
many
the
hours.
bottom liver is dead.
That flux capacitor, put it on there.
Did you
Right.
guys see Chapin's post? Chapin's
Yeah.
comment on my thing? That thing is actually a probe. The thing pops out a needle, and it touches the surface. It tells what's the distance between the board, the flat surface, and the extruder. So he said, "Could that, what is that for?" I said, "Use it to make you normal." He's like, "Does it work?" I said, "Well, I had to test on you first because I had to probe his ass first to find out whether it works." Hashimoto is dying. You need a beer, man.
I don't drink beer much.
You need vodka then. You need
That's
whiskey.
right. That's right.
You need a whiskey right now.
I was working on a new project out here in the garage, and I'm tempted as hell to show you guys what it is, but I don't want to show you until I get it finished.
What?
Oh man,
It's badass.
no sneak peek, huh?
Yeah, you should give us a sneak peek.
Uh,
Show it, but don't tell us what it is yet.
What?
Just show us the project, but don't tell us what part of it is the project.
Right. We can have a contest. Guess what Matt is doing in his garage?
All right, hold on, real quick. Let me take you over my toolbox then. Hold on. Let's see here. Where the hell is it here?
I see a hand. Are you 3D printing a hand over there? What is that?
That's creepy. It's missing a finger. I wonder
right?
where that finger went. Oh.
Do you see it?
Okay. Is this it?
Yeah.
Is this it?
Wow.
Look,
Yes, screwball. Yeah.
that's part of the project.
I got something here.
I just picked up a new bottle of screwball today too.
Oh yeah, that's the best damn stuff ever.
It is really good. It is really good.
Looks like Albert's are not having another cigar. What is it again?
It is a New World Cameroon.
Oh, there you go.
That's
New
good
World
smoke.
Cameroon.
That's good smoke.
Man,
I've been
I really
saving
like that. I really like that AJ Fernandez Enclave, man. That thing is awesome.
Yeah, it's
Aside
pretty
from the
good.
Cameroon, I think majority of the New World tastes very similar.
I agree with that.
You don't drink beer or not smoking a cigar, Matt. Should you be in the channel right now? Or not smoking
Oh,
or
man.
drinking something?
It's too
You're
goddamn
setting a
cold
bad
right
example.
now.
It's
too
too what?
cold right now to be outside, and
Then
I do
then
have a heat
pour yourself
garage,
a drink.
but
Pour yourself a drink.
pour myself a drink.
Yeah. Sherry, are you still on that first cigar? Oh, what is that? White wine? No, it's beer.
No,
Who
this is actually Captain Morgan orange vanilla twist and orange juice.
Look at that. All classy. Mixed drinks on a wine class.
It is in a wine glass. I don't have anything big. This was the biggest glass I had to put it in.
Here you go, Sherry.
Yes, I picked up 2 bottles today. I have 4 bottles.
Holy
of Peach
crap, there's
Crown
5
now.
in there.
And I got more in the other basement freezer too.
You know,
So Sherry, how
hoarding TP is one thing, but hoarding alcohol right now?
do you count those? No,
I'm hoarding Peach Crown.
so how do you count those for points?
It's
don't have to
way too
answer
much. I don't even put them in there. I'm like, I didn't drink nothing last night. Nothing. 0.
They're non-existent points.
That's why I gained a pound this week.
That's
It's
the
the
time where
booze.
Sherry says she
Definitely
doesn't do
the
math.
Yeah, I'm up 2 right now. I'm like up 2.5 or something like that. But you know,
Yep, I gained a pound this week. It's the booze.
I don't even know what I gained. I don't know what I
Good for
gained.
you.
It's okay. My wife liked me bigger.
There you go. There you go. As long as she likes it, that's all that matters.
Yep.
No,
Matt, all right, man, you can't say nothing, man.
yeah, I mean, when I'm fatter, she
What?
looks skinnier. So
Hey, Matt, this is where you don't say what you're thinking.
exactly, exactly. We're gonna keep that part of it, you know, where I can only say that when Chapins are not here, because now's the time where you think
Right.
you think what you say.
That's
Right.
what I was
what you
gonna say.
think.
You're safe around us.
But the funny part is, it's being thought. So like
Right,
everybody's
right?
thinking, so like
Right.
it works.
For
Everybody
one second, I
knows.
was like, "Hey, did they get it?" The puns.
Everybody knows.
Well, adults, 18 plus.
This is a family-friendly show, isn't it?
It's definitely not a family-friendly show, especially when Chapin's on, or Jeff is on, or James on.
Right.
As soon as James on, that thing went from like 21 to like 40 plus.
Oh man. There, reminds me,
I did honestly thought about just smoke 2 cigars today. I was like sitting over there. I was like, should I have 2 cigars today? And then after I had the meal and started coughing, I was like, no.
Yeah, Quakes is saying they can say a lot right now. So
Of course. I left it. I left it there open ended. So
Yep.
this is a do your own joke. This is like a roll your own joke time.
dad jokes.
All right, I got a Voodoo Ranger.
Nice.
IPA. So you just say you don't really drink beer and you want to pull out a beer.
I don't, man. Well, all my good stuff is like downstairs, and I don't want to go all the way through the house and all that crap.
Is
so.
that first world problem? You can't even get.
Yeah.
That's too far away. That's too far away.
Well, actually, I have a door right here by my toolbox that goes down into my basement, but I have it locked, and I didn't bring my keys, so I didn't want to,
All I hear was excuse. I
Yeah,
hear
It
is
is
excuse.
excuses.
That's what you call first world problems right there, man.
Yeah, it is first world problem.
We
Like,
all have the problems. It's just different for everybody else.
I am so good that I have stuff all in my basement that I lock up that I don't have the keys to. Yeah, I'm only steps away from it. I'm step away
My
from it. I
toolbox
could
is
just
even
go get my
locked up.
keys, but no. Walking takes too much time.
No, I could go do it, but you guys will be off the air by the time I get down there and all that.
Where it takes like half an hour just to walk down and get up.
No, it doesn't. All
This is what I meant. Excuses. All I hear was excuses.
right, God damn it. I'm gonna bring the phone with me so you can walk with me.
We'll walk to the side with. That's totally fine. That's totally fine. Enjoy your life. Now is the time. Like even the Prime Minister of Japan was broadcasting at my home, putting his leg on the couch and drinking some tea. People in Japan are complaining about that. It's like, we're having pandemic. You're at home drinking tea and do nothing. Well, but I really think that's a good example. That's what people should be doing. Sitting at home, do nothing. Drink some tea. Be classy. Smoke something.
So I was watching some daytime TV, and like I just happened across The View, which I hate that freaking show. It's such
I
a
hate
dumb
it
show,
too.
The View, and they're all doing the whole Brady Bunch panels where they're all at home trying to talk to each other, and they're talking over each other, and it was a big mess. I'm wondering how much they're dropping on their ratings just because the format is all screwed up now. They can't benefit from being in the same room with each other and managing the flow of the conversation.
Well, I actually think that's better for them, because whenever I tune to that channel ever and watch the show, I can't stand for more than 2 minutes because I just see 4 women yelling at each other.
Right?
Yeah, this makes them slow down, right?
Yeah, this makes you slow down because only one person can talk because, over the microphone, you can't really hear anything that way.
Yeah.
Well, what do you guys think
I
about,
burned it.
what's his name, Cuomo, doing the show at home? He does not look sick at all. He does not look sick at all. He even though he had COVID-19, it doesn't look like he had COVID-19 at all. He doesn't look sick at all.
He had Rich.
The one for the CNN?
Yeah.
He doesn't look sick at all.
He had Rich COVID-19.
Rich COVID-19?
There you go, Tony.
Ramune! Hey, you should not get Ramune any other flavor but then regular Ramune flavor. Get out of here.
Well, we got a bunch of it.
You should just get standard flavor, okay? Ramune should stay Ramune.
Hey, you got to show us what all you have, man. You got to show us your refrigerator now.
Show you my refrigerator?
Yeah, you got to now you got us curious. All right.
An entire fridge of Johnny Walker Red.
Some more.
Look at that French door with the bottom drawer.
This one down here? Yeah.
Oh, he's got
Johnny
some.
Walker.
Johnny Walker Black.
I think he's got some moonshine there.
Oh yeah, I got Midnight moonshine there.
That would be perfect tonight. I think you should be drinking that.
Or I got
Got some Ben and Jerry's. No, all right. Moonshine.
Oh, smoke moonshine.
check these out.
What is that? Pickles?
Pickles.
Is that pickle moonshine?
pickles.
Yep.
Do you actually
wow,
eat the pickle?
moonshine pickles. Wow.
What the hell?
And I got peaches too.
Peach moonshine actually tastes like peach, but it tastes like a chemical peach though.
This one's a
Well, that's
peach,
a peach.
but I have the actual peaches here somewhere. Oh, here they are.
Nice. Old
There we
smoky moonshine.
What's the whipped cream for?
You had to ask. You just had to ask.
Why you gotta go start? Why you gotta go starting shit?
Right.
It's for you know when he have trouble breathing, can he just spread some?
Oh
To
my
ease the
God.
breathing, the chest.
I got some Johnny Walker Double Black.
So the whipped
Nice.
cream's after you've been drinking some, I guess. All right. I get it.
Yeah.
There you go, you go
I
rare.
got some Eagle Rare.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay.
No, quick. You can see that a lot of them were half bottles.
Nice.
A lot of them half
Okay.
bottles.
Hey, Tony, this is where we need to do the Shadow Smoker Legion 2021.
What do you mean?
Dovetail.
Right here. That is his place.
His place?
Mm-hmm.
I don't see any like Japanese scotch here. That's a problem.
So this is all the Drew Estate stuff right here.
Drew Estate? They sell alcohol there?
Yeah, this is Jonathan Drew's stuff.
Oh, okay. Rye. Oh, you like rye? Rye's too spicy for me. I actually don't like rye.
I don't care for rye either.
It's not bad. My wife likes it.
Not.
I-
Are you pointing fingers now? It's not my stuff.
I like
No.
whiskey and rye.
I bought it. I bought it because I wanted to collect it, but she opened it up and she loves the rye. So
I normally drink rye with my whiskey. Just saying.
Braxton mash is good. Willie said. Now, for those people who doesn't know the difference between a moonshine and a regular whiskey, is that the moonshine has not been inside a barrel. A wood barrel. It's not colored. Yahtzee.
Yazzie.
Never drink that before.
Neither.
that's good shit.
Never
right
seen
there.
it.
Alright, so moonshine is just the one.
Where'd you get the Monster refrigerator?
I bought that from a neighbor of mine that used to work at Coca-Cola, and he had it sitting in his garage. And I asked him one day, I'm like, dude, are you using that thing? Are you gonna ever use that? And he was like, yeah, I still use it every once in a while when my friends come over and this and that. And
Yeah, he said that so he
Listen,
can sell
hey.
it to you.
what's that?
He said that so he can sell it to you.
Well, yeah, right. Well, he hung on to it for about 3 or 4 months later.
You want to see if you'll jack up the prices.
Well, he ended up finding out that him and his wife were pregnant after that, and he called me up because I told him, I said, hey, give me first dibs if you ever sell it. So he called me up, and I think he wanted like $120 for it, and I
That's
got
not
it down
bad.
to $60.
Oh,
60 bucks?
60, nice.
So-
Oh, you
60
low
bucks.
baller.
That's
You
good
low
price.
baller.
Pickard.
Someone's getting
Hey.
pregnant. They need money to sell their fridge. You give them $60.
Well, he didn't even have this lit up. He didn't even know this lit up. And so when I got it, I took it apart and plugged it in. And he was like, what the hell? I had no idea that even did that.
Didn't he say he used it once in a while? Shouldn't he know?
But
Spit cigars in there, man.
nah,
No.
no cigars.
Why would you put cigars in that fridge over in Utah? Utah is not in the. You know, if you're in Arizona, I can understand it, but in Utah, that's like
Right.
try to freeze your cigars, dry it out and freeze it. Perfect.
But that's where you put your gurkhas.
My question is, didn't Hashimoto say that the basement was locked? I didn't hear him getting a key.
No, I went through the garage doors. God
Uh
damn
huh. Look at that.
Nice. Nice.
That's what
Oh,
I'm talking
wow.
about. Here we go. Zoom in. Zoom in. Here we go. Damn.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that
Now-
was like my local shop, man.
Matt, now that you're in front of your cigars, shouldn't you pick one?
All right. I don't know
I'm
what
telling
to
you,
picture.
Tony, man. Forget New York, man. We need to go to Matt's place.
I got a lot of shit over them bad dudes telling everybody I like them more than I like the egg rolls.
I mean, I got a lot of excess cigars in Japan. We can do it in Japan too. Help me
Right.
use up all those cigars over there.
I got some Gurkha Ghosts in here somewhere. I know I do.
Yeah,
Oh.
that is a first.
That's a
It's no
nicely
problem,
built
man.
one though.
I
That's a
can't smoke.
nicely built. Only if I'm
Dang,
that
dude.
handy. Quick, just say, oh, holy crap, sorry for everything I said, man.
Who said that?
Quick 30. After he see this, he's knee down to the ground and apologizing.
There's
Man.
some of my favorites.
Man, I don't even feel worthy right now.
Andalusian Bulls, Pappy Van Winkle, Year of the Pig, from some more Andalusian Bulls, bunch of more Pappy Van Winkles, the A's, the Manifestos. More
Isn't the
Pappy
8th
Van Winkles.
event only? 8,
What?
the one that with the A, that's event only, isn't it?
Yeah, the A's, yes. So is the Manifestos.
Wow.
You know, Matt goes to a lot of events.
But I mean, hell, I got my fair share.
It's relatively packed.
Yes.
No Casa Cuevas, Joseph said. Where's the Casa Cuevas? Casa Cuevas. That's all you had? Oh, you need to refill, man. You need to refill.
I know, that's what I've been talking about. I've been talking to Brandon. I want to get some of those Espinosa cremas, or whatever they're called.
La crema.
La cremas, yeah.
Hey,
Those are
Matt,
pretty good,
so how long you been smoking, man?
Probably about 5 years. Going on maybe 6.
That's incredible, man.
Hell
Thank
King
you.
Matt.
I got the LFD Lennox right there.
Oh yeah.
Then I've got the LFD, whatever that one's called.
I think you should smoke something like triple Maduro of some sort.
Bunch of brulees.
Yeah, Camacho. Do the Camacho Triple Maduro.
Where did
I
you
don't see any Macamachos actually.
Oh,
Oh,
look,
no.
look, Tony.
Oh, look at that. Is that box pressed?
Oh shit, no,
Man down, man down.
no, that's not box pressed.
This one is box pressed. The one I got is Robusto was box.
All right, so your box
tell you.
press cigar, Tony, does it smoke? Does the smoke go to a circle? Is the ash a circle?
The ash is kind of pressed. It's not a complete circle, no. It's more like
As James says, he's like, why do they make it a box press when it smokes circular?
it doesn't though. It comes out kind of pressed. It's like a smoothed out square. I mean rectangle. Smoothed out rectangle. Doesn't have sharp angle. No.
Have you guys ever smoked the Ray Lewis?
Nope.
We sold them. Yeah, we sold them in our shop.
I have not. I have never seen that.
That's a Rocky Patel. Ray Lewis.
That's a pretty cool box. It's like one of them has it looks like a baseball on the box.
Yeah, that's the Gary Sheffield one.
It's pretty cool, but I wouldn't buy it just because there's sports people on it.
I got a signed football by Ray Lewis as well.
There we go.
From
You can try to
Rocky
smoke
Patel.
that one. Now it's probably for the cedar smell. It'll be leathery.
Oh, there's the ghost right there. We got some
Where did
ghosts.
Sherry go? Sherry just went off.
Is that the silver or gold ghost?
Oh, she's back now.
Silver.
She just came back
I
now.
lost y'all. Sorry.
That's
You
your last
came back
one?
just when I was asking where you are.
Yeah, I
No, I
lost
got-
y'all. I don't know.
I got 2 of them.
Matt, I think it's
We
time
sold
for you
one
to
of
buy a
those.
box of that. Gurkha goes silver.
I don't even know where to buy a box of them.
Ah,
so.
BS. BS. I'm pretty sure I can find it for you. They're like everywhere.
Oh. So every time you say do a blind grab, this is my problem right here.
Cover your eyes, walking, turn a few circles. Well, have your wife grab it for you.
No.
Yeah.
I got 3 of those Rocky Patel special editions in here.
Yeah, but the problem, you send someone else in and they buy the 100, they bring back the $100 cigar, right? That's the only problem.
Yeah. Oh, I do have the box press Rocky Patels in here too,
You do?
Tony. Yeah.
Cool. It's
I got
actually
4
not
of
bad of a cigar. It's just kind of light on everything. Every flavor in this cigar is kind of light.
I got a lot of Rocky Patel. I'm a big Rocky fan.
Are
Not
you?
as much as
Wait,
True
which
State,
Rocky?
but- Rocky what?
You say a big Rocky fan. Which Rocky?
Rocky Patel.
So you have the sun grown?
Rocky 2, Rocky 3.
You have any of the sun grown?
Oh yeah, I do have the sun grown. I
You
like. I
just
do
smoked the
love that
sun grown last time.
one. Right here.
The red, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
They have another one that's red, has like just a red wrapper.
This one right here.
All right, Matt, just grab one. Just grab one. Just grab one and smoke it. Don't wait. I need to light up another one. Hold on. Ah, this is right next to my table. Might as well smoke this one.
Yeah, man. You're gonna make me quit teaching, Matt.
What's that?
You're gonna make me quit teaching. Shit.
What are you gonna do?
Go make some more money. Give me
Oh,
a nice
man.
little stock.
We're all in the wrong industry. I need to change my industry too. I need to
Thanks
start.
for sharing though, man. I really appreciate that. That's cool seeing what you got.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Nice.
You're welcome.
Joseph says there's no egg roll, but he have chop suey. He liked the chop suey better.
Yeah.
I got egg rolls. I got
like-
egg rolls.
The chop
They're
suey
in
better
here.
too. I like the
Where's all the Davidoffs?
Davidoff?
that's in his other humidor. That's the other one.
It's upstairs. Late
That's
night,
my
late
favorite.
hours.
That's my favorite.
That is a good cigar. Good thing they made a Robusto there. The Churchill is way too hard to smoke.
You think so? I didn't have a problem with that.
It's full body cigar. Majority of people think that is.
I know you don't like.
I
know
really
you
don't like this one.
those.
I don't like the Zeno Z Crown.
I like them.
Oh, do you have any diamond crowns?
No. I do know that. I got Opus X. I'm not a big
think
Opus
the
X
black
fan,
is
but I do have some. What's that?
The diamond crown black. I like that one a lot.
Oh, I'm a big Underground Dogma fan. I like that one a lot. By Drew Estates.
Sounds like you like strong cigars. Full body cigars.
Pretty much.
It's actually a good cigar. It's strong though.
Yeah.
But I think when you do your 2 cigar challenges,
Who?
No excuse, man.
When you
no
do it-
excuse.
I never got challenged. It's not part of my deal.
oh, you will.
No.
That's badass, man. I'm just gonna say.
Thanks,
Badass.
guys.
Yeah, very nice.
He have a nice garage. He have a nice walking humidor. He's got tons of booze. Yep, 2021 we relocate.
Right?
I got all my cutters and lighters. I don't know if you can see any of that stuff.
Look at that, piled up. Baller!
Wow.
Joseph says no magic toast. The thing about magic toast is people either like them a lot or hate it.
I got Magic Toast.
Right.
They're in there.
Like some people just really hate magic toast.
I like magic.
I liked it.
I liked it too. Some people just hate it. I rarely hear people say, no, that's an okay cigar, or that's not bad. It's either, oh, I liked it a lot, or that cigar is absolutely bad, like the draw issues, probably, you know.
You know, it's the same with the Kentucky Fire Cure.
Yeah.
Either you like it or you don't.
But Kentucky
Right.
Fire Cure, when I smoke that, I really feel like I'm smoking like barbecue wood chip.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did too, Tony.
It tastes like camping, or it smells like camping.
Yeah. Yep.
It's too much for me. Like it feel like I might as well just standing right next to a smoker, and I would just have the same taste.
Yeah,
You know,
but
like-
in that way, then you don't have to be next to a smoker. You can just experience it without being next to one.
No, I would like to be next to a smoker. That means I got barbecue to eat in a little bit.
Right.
You know, you smoke the Kentucky Fire Cure, and then after that you're like, oh man, I want some barbecue.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it's a badass cigar, though.
Not bad.
Not bad. Whoa, I'm having 2 cigars today. I guess I am feel better. I am feeling better. What is disease? Get out of here.
I said on my live I would smoke too. Nobody's challenged me yet.
What's up, Cat?
I will have a list of names to read down when I do mine, okay?
I said on my live the other day, I said I would do it. And they're like, no, we're not going to challenge you. I'm like, what?
Sherry, just
Just
wait
'cause
for
I'm
me
a
to
girl?
smoke it. I will challenge you. You're on my
Okay.
list to challenge.
Okay. I would do it. You know I'll do it.
Like, I can't challenge Bob because he already did that. He did the front end and back end one. With
Yeah, right.
yeah, so like, I can't tell him to do it, but there are a few people on my list that I need to challenge.
I will do it, and I will not throw up like Martine.
I think throw up is part of the experience, okay?
For him, it is maybe.
I mean, he didn't fall asleep, so that's a prop
That's
to him.
true. That's true.
Okay, if I'm not mistaken, I think I brought a egg roll over and smoked it with Martine. And we met like outside of this little gas station. And I think he went and threw up on that day too, if I'm not mistaken.
Wait, Martin went to throw up that day too?
Yeah, he didn't tell me until he got back. And he's like, yeah, I just went and threw up. I'm like, what the shit?
From
Wow.
one egg roll?
I think it was the egg roll. He may have smoked something different, but it might have been the Cuba Libre 1, but I don't know. I can't remember now.
I didn't know Martin is that lightweighted.
It might have been the Cuba Libre 1 though that he threw up on. That's a heavier cigar.
That's the thing. If you smoke in your car, you're more likely to get sick because you're inhaling all that secondhand smoke. On your
We were outside. We were out at a little bench. They had like this little concrete table bench kind of thing, and we were out smoking it. So we did a live.
He ain't smoking in that car now. His wife was telling me
New
on,
car, huh?
on the
Yeah.
messages, telling he ain't smoking in there.
Wait, did he show the car? He didn't show the car, did he?
Yeah, he had a
Yeah,
picture
he
on his
did.
page.
I didn't
Yep.
see it. Oh, in his page. Okay. That's why.
Mhm. So I'm assuming it's Martine's car now. He traded in his Mazda.
He did?
Yeah,
For what? What is it? What did he get?
Infinity Q50 or Q something.
Oh, he got an SUV.
45.
So how's he gonna do his YouTube channel?
In the SUV.
Yes. He's gonna have to stand outside
He's
because
still
his
gonna
wife
get sick.
Stacy was saying he ain't smoking in that thing.
They only have one car? I would think that they have 2 cars.
Oh, I think they have 2 cars, but I think that's Martine's now because he was driving the Mazda. So
So he will probably just drive the other one.
I don't know. Maybe.
But why will he trade in the Mazda Speed for Infinity Q series?
I don't know.
I think that's what he was like shocked about.
I think that's probably like what
Yeah.
he traded. It's like does he get a new car that he can smoke in, or does he change his last name?
Or both.
Well, it was
Both,
kind of funny
right.
because I had made the comment on there, hey, no smoking in that car, and his wife said that's the first thing I told him was no smoking in that car, and Martine was like, well, but it's got all leather though, so I'm like, she was like, I don't give
Leather,
a shit,
but under that leather is still foam.
right? And even the headliner and everything's still fabric, so
Yeah, it will still smell.
I
It will
don't
still
know,
smell.
man. I don't know.
And
I
if
don't ever
leather
smoke in my
decides to
cars.
keep a smell, it will keep that smell forever.
Right.
and stain.
It's yeah.
I'm
well,
jealous of people who smoke in
stain
their
can
car. I want to do it,
We can
but
repaint it. So
No, I hear you, man. I want to do the same thing, Albert. Like I see people do it, and I'm like, oh man, that looks so cool.
I mean, yes, that's some big ass balls, man, to be able to smoke in your cigar and not smoke a cigar in your car and not care. That's cool. Yeah, that's cool.
I can't
There's
do that.
people-
I can't do that. I
there's
can't even
people that-
eat in my car. Like I just can't. Mentally I can't handle it.
There's people that do it in their
I have
older
twice.
cars.
I've done it twice.
Really?
Yep.
You know, when I
But
used
I'm
to
single.
drive,
I'm single though. I'm single. I'm single.
when I used to drive Hondas, I will eat like Chinese takeout while I'm driving. Like I would
Yeah, I
eat
have a
Chinese
Honda
noodles
now.
in those Chinese
The
boxes
fit.
and drive and shift my knee and just like like I don't care. But now like I'm like driving an automatic car. It's like no, I can't be eating and driving at the same time. I can't eat.
That's just your old man syndrome gotten to
Right.
you.
You know, I'll be driving the highway, an old lady will honk behind me. He's like, drive faster! Like, I can't! I'm
So,
driving
Sherry-
speed limits!
Sherry, how did that make you feel smoking in your car?
You know what? It was kind of scary, actually. It was kind of. I'm like, it smelled it. Well, I smoke in my house too, so
Right.
again because I'm single and I have a Winx 5000.
You know what I can't stand is people who does the e-cigarette in their car because those smoke are so thick.
Right.
Like, how do they see things?
Yeah.
Like, I'll be driving by and see a car full of smoke and they're still driving
Yeah.
forward. I'm like,
Cheech and
how
Chong
do they
movie.
see?
Yeah, it's
Right.
a Cheech and Chong movie.
Huh?
It's a Cheech and Chong movie happening.
There's
But it makes
no way
it
to
look
see.
like their car's on fire.
I know, right?
Surely y'all know the Cheech and Chong reference, don't you?
Oh
Yes.
yeah, up in smoke.
Okay, yeah.
And
Hot
those
boxing.
people who smoke weed in their car, they're thinking that nobody can smell it outside.
Right.
I smell that all the time when I'm in California. A car pulls up next to me and it's like, damn. Like,
Right. Kind of like
And-
my
and what-
neighbors that think I can't smell it when they smoke.
It's like those people they always get so surprised that the police decide to knock on their windows when they're smoking weed inside. It's like, what'd you think? The whole block smell
Right.
like it, duh.
when I went to California, because I go up there quite a bit for work, but I rent a car in Oakland Airport there. And I thought the car had ran over a skunk for some reason. I just assumed that, and I was just driving, and I'm like, holy shit, it stinks in here, man. And I went all day, and it sat in the heat, went out in my parking lot and everything. And the next morning, I looked over and went to put my coffee in the cup holder, and between the passenger seat and the center console was a bag of weed. So that's just
Your
I'm
car or
like,
rental?
"Whoa."
Wow.
Is it rental?
Yeah, it was a rental.
Find those keepers.
Well, right, but I can't smoke that shit. I don't smoke it anyway, even if I did.
You don't have to smoke it. That could have bought you the fridge right there. Your friend would not even talked about the price anymore. You're like, a bag of this? They're like, yeah.
Right, right. Yeah, I've had that fridge now for probably like 5 years. So
Time flies by when you're old. I don't know. When I'm a kid,
It
I
does.
just feel like every day is so long. Like,
Right.
to get to 18 years old, feels forever. Right now, it's like,
Right.
can time move any faster?
Well, that's what's crazy. It's like, Sherry will kind of probably relate to this a little bit, but my son being in the Navy was like 4 years flew by quick.
Yeah.
Some days it didn't seem like it was quick, but 4 years flew by, and
Yeah.
now my daughter's in the Air Force, and it's like shit. She's going to be in for 6 years, so at least. But it's already almost coming up on a year for her already. It's like holy
Oh, wow.
crap. Yeah.
Did he re-enlist? Your son? Did he re-enlist?
No, he decided not to.
Oh.
Yeah, he got a job with Northrop Grumman.
Oh,
So
yeah. Well, I don't blame him then. Well, you make way more in the civilian world.
oh yeah, and that's
Yeah.
what he saw too, because
Yeah.
all the contractors that were
Yep.
always coming on the ship and stuff, working on it and getting paid a lot more. And
Yep.
he's like, "The fuck."
That's what happens here. People do active duty and they get stationed here, and then do 4 years, and then they get out and work in the shipyard or with
Right.
Northrop Grumman or whoever's here, and
Right.
make like twice the money.
Yep.
Joseph said, but COVID-19 doesn't help though.
What?
Like working, I guess. Because if you
Well,
find
they
a
have a lot
job,
of
you're not
cases
in the
in the
military,
shipyard.
right now it might not help. I don't know.
They have
Making
a
more
lot
money,
of
I guess?
cases in the shipyard here.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
so
Shadow
here's a
Smoke Division's
question.
almost
Here's a
a
question.
year and a half old, so.
With all the things COVID-19 doesn't help, what are some things COVID-19 does help?
Yeah, right.
Let's
What are
flip
the
Yeah,
it.
things
my
that
job.
COVID-19 does help?
Yeah.
It's picked up at my job. I mean, we
There's
deal
gotta
with
be
the
an
fleet
upside.
for all the grocery stores, and the grocery stores have been busier than hell.
Yeah, I
They
think
are.
grocery stores, man, people are starting to cook at home now, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, big time.
They
They're
said there was
starting to
one
realize,
person
oh,
tried to return 3,000 rolls of toilet paper.
That's one thing is I went to the grocery store today at about like 11 o'clock this afternoon, and our grocery store was still empty with toilet paper.
Yeah.
We
Same
thing
restocked.
here.
Over here, there's a whole wall of toilet paper now.
Wow. For
Same
some
But then,
reason
but
out
then
here,
it's like
it's
those Angel Soft one, not like the shaman ones.
Angel
I was
Soft's still
thinking-
good, isn't it?
Yeah.
I like my
thinking
ass
that,
cut
um,
to be
Dollar
soft.
Tree toilet paper.
Woo.
Angel Soft is not
Alright.
soft, it's tough.
That's all I could find.
That's roughing it right there.
I know, right?
John Wayne toilet paper.
Wait, which one? Which one?
Dollar Tree is like John Wayne toilet paper.
Are they
Yeah,
like
yeah.
single ply?
Yeah,
It's-
no, it's double ply. It's 2-ply. It is 2-ply.
You've heard John Wayne, hadn't you?
Barely.
Tony?
It's barely.
I know John Wayne. Yeah.
And I'm from the country, though. I'm used to peeing outside. It don't bother-
Right.
Air dry. Air dry.
Right.
Air dry. Wash your ass and air dry that.
That's right. That's right.
And a little bit of baby powder after that. All nice and smooth.
Jeez.
No, but they say like I was thinking about that just the other day that it takes 30 days to make a new habit. You make a habit in 30 days. And I wonder what new habits people will have that they'll continue after this COVID-19.
There's a lot.
Interesting.
Like keeping good distance. No, they're not gonna do that.
Nah.
They don't do that now.
Not washing
That's gonna
hands,
go.
nothing. I don't think anybody will keep this habit because I think they're forced to do something. So they wouldn't keep it as a habit. Habit is something that you're doing willingly, kind of thing.
Yeah, but yeah, well, true, but still, it's conditioning. Conditioning's is a habit forming kind of thing. I mean, you still get conditioned to do something, even though you may not want to do it. I mean, the military's good about that, with the whole boot camp and shit. But I'm wondering if it causes people to slow down because we've all had to slow down for the past 30 days for sure.
No, I actually think that people are building that stress of not being able to do it. Something like things that they usually do. And when it's open up again, they're gonna go crazy. People gotta go shopping crazy. People gotta go outside. People gotta go park all the time. And people just not gonna want to stay home. They're like, I do not want to be home right now, kind of thing,
My wife is going nuts.
Really?
I'm liking it.
Yeah, I have no problem with it.
Wait, did you just say that? My wife is going nuts, but I'm liking it?
Yeah.
There's
Wasabi
jokes there, by the way. Just saying.
He is kin to James. See there?
So he's kidding to me. That's what that is.
Okay.
I have a friend that's really like he take washing the ass to the extreme. Like
I don't even know if I want to hear this.
This was before COVID-19. You know, one day I was at his house and he took a shit. And then after he took a shit, you should hear a flush, right? That's fine, right? And you should be expecting him to come out very soon. But that did not happen. Next thing you know, I hear a shower. He took a shower after he took a shit.
Wow.
Before he flushed?
No, after he flushed.
Oh.
And I asked him, what do you do? And he's like, I took a shower because there's no bidet here.
All right. So I went to a friend's house, right? And so I'll go in and there's a toilet, and then to the right of it, there was, that little like you clean your dishes with, like the little sprayer that you clean your dishes with. That was like on the wall, and the hose went down to like a feed where the water feed was. And so that was like a
Oh fuck.
yeah.
Choke before he
Yeah.
finished this.
That was the craziest thing, man. Like, wow, okay.
Well, was it long enough for him to get in the bathtub and spray himself down, or did he just do it on the toilet?
It was there on the toilet. It was there for the toilet. I guess you do whatever, and then you spray, and that was wild, right? Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Wash
He
your
was,
ass
and
is
this
the
guy's
only
like
way.
a Sikh. He's like, you know, an
Somebody take a
Indian with
screenshot of that.
what do you call him? The head thing. He lets his hair grow out, and then they do the turban. He has a turban,
Oh yeah.
and
yeah.
so he's like into the Sikh religion and all that kind of thing. So, hey, whatever, man. I like, wow.
I did go to somebody's house one time, and I don't remember who it was, but this was a game changer right here. I'm gonna tell you. I had to go.
I'm kind of
I
scared
sat
to
on the
listen to this.
toilet, and the seat was hot,
My seats are hot.
and I'm
You
like,
have a seat
"What the
warmer? You
hell?"
have
Yeah,
a seat
seat warmer.
warmer? Nice.
I don't even
heated
have a seat
toilet
warmer
seat.
on my car, man. What are you talking about?
Right?
All my toilets are heated.
Damn, man! I was like, "What the hell?"
My wife
It felt.
will scream if she sits on a cold toilet seat.
I'm telling you, that's a game changer right there, buddy.
Yeah.
My wife go to any hotel. First thing she does is run into the bathroom to see if it's okay, and then she puts her hands on the toilet seat. And if it's cold, she'll be like, "This toilet is cold." I'm like, "Yeah, not Japan."
We're not at home
Damn.
today.
Wow.
Right?
Do you have the water? Do you have the
I've never
water
been in a
running through
hotel
the
that's had
floor?
heated.
Yeah, we have everything.
heated
You
floors?
know, those seats you put on top, and it has the heat warmer. You have the butt washer. It has those things that anema. You know, if you have trouble taking the shit, it shoots water in there, or push it out. All kind of stuff. And it'll have a fan to dry your ass too.
I had
Oh,
no
wow.
idea.
And also has like when your butt is on it, it has a fan that circulates the air in the toilet.
Oh my god.
Wow.
It's the number one thing we install when we move.
But yeah,
I forgot all about that. I need to
is it
get
number
one
one?
of those.
I guess it'd be number one and number two thing, right? I guess.
It doesn't affect your number one at all.
Not for you.
So it's not used for number one.
Well, for a female, it does.
Okay.
You know, the one that does for number one is some of them in Japan actually lift the seats up. Those are that matter. You'll lift it up, when you go, you'll lower it down. Those work.
Hey Albert, what part of Texas are you in?
Dallas.
Denton?
Dallas.
Oh wow, I got a shop in Denton.
Okay.
Oh okay.
Joseph, it's
Yes,
not
Dallas, like right
expensive at
outside
all.
of Dallas. It's Mesquite. I'm Mesquite, Garland. So like East Dallas.
Right.
Joseph, that's about like a $200, $300 investment. All the way up to $8,000. Depends which kind you like.
Wow.
The
you gotta
$8,000
plug
one
in-
washes your toilet.
Don't you got to plug them suckers in?
Yeah. I literally bust the wall just to put a plug there so that I can plug it in.
Holy shit.
Run the wires all the way from the light to right next to the toilet.
I got an extension cord running into my bathroom.
So is that a Japanese thing or is it Chinese thing?
It's a Japanese thing. Chinese squat. They have this little hole where the front has a little guard and you squat
Right.
on it.
We should all squat though. I
I
think
have
Squat
seen
is the proper way to take a poop. But I hated it because when I was young, we the way Chinese schools are set up is that they have a tunnel on the bottom, so all the stalls are connected in the bottom, and every so often they'll run water through it, so
Oh, man.
that flushes all of them, right? So you'll squat, like if you really had to go, you'll squat in that toilet and you'll take a number 2. But here's the thing, that tunnel is so dirty. A lot of time when you squat down, you look down, there's like, spiders and cockroaches staring at you. Like,
Oh,
don't you drop on me? Don't you drop on me? They'll just stare at you. It's kind of creepy.
Oh.
Yeah, Quake says that you just get a heater and a garden hose and you're a lot cheaper.
A heater and a garden hose will be a lot cheaper.
Yeah, put a heater in the put a heater in the bathroom.
That's not cheaper. Because your seat will still be cold. Your room will be
Right.
warm, but the seat will still be cold.
Telling you, that seat was so warm, like I was like, dang, I don't even want to get up.
That's why we
Probably
have
help.
cell phones. You sit there for like 5 hours.
It probably helped number 2 come out pretty good.
When we go to a hotel that doesn't have a butt warmer, I had to go in the bathroom first before my wife goes in. I had to warm up the seat for her.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Such a
Which I
good
don't
husband.
mind. I mean,
He's
just
such a
sitting
good
down on the
husband.
toilet seat and on my cell phone, but that's totally fine. But
Okay, so now how did you warm it up then? Like, what did you do to warm it up?
I just sit on it.
Oh, okay.
That's all you need to warm it up. What are you gonna do? Like exercise on it? Do some squats?
Get a goddamn blow dryer, hair dryer, warm it up.
That would not warm it up enough. I can tell
That's
you that.
why I asked Tony, because I didn't want to assume how you warmed it up.
Reverse cowgirl.
He went in there and hugged it.
I sweet tart it until it gets hot. How did that conversation just went down the toilet like that?
I know, right?
I
Pretty
think 'cause I
shitty.
brought up the
It's a pretty
conversation.
shitty conversation, that's for sure.
Pretty
Toilet
crappy
gutter
subject.
jokes. Went down the gutter quick.
Went down the shitter.
But yeah, if you go to China, you'll see majority of the stalls. They'll have like 3 of them like squatting and 1 actually have a toilet.
I had a buddy that went to the Philippines, and he said everywhere he went, they had like those squatter things, right? The holes. And he said he saw this A&W restaurant, like this sign that said A&W, and he's like, oh, cool, I'll go get a dog or whatever, or root beer or some shit. Well, he went to the bathroom and they had an actual toilet seat. He said from that moment forward, he didn't go anywhere 30 minutes from that place. Like he stuck around that place just so he.
In India, they have toilet sand. Like they have beaches and with holes in it. You dig a hole and then you take a shit there, and then you fill it up and go away. That's in
It's like
India.
going camping.
In India, if you walk by it, you'll see a lot of people taking the shit there.
Hell no.
Some people hold hands.
We don't even know what to say.
Nope.
That's India. So next time before you go to India, you think twice before you go to the beaches. Oh, the beach is so romantic. Look at the sand. Why is this a chunk of sand here?
It's like a huge human cat litter box, man.
They
Well, I
think
look
that
for
is natural.
A&W
You will just get
restaurant.
washed away. You'll just get washed away by water. That's why the water is so dirty over there.
Ugh.
A little bit of earthiness.
Ugh.
That's why I look
Good
for
thing they're not
A&W
rolling
restaurants
cigars.
everywhere.
Quick said in Mexico there's bathroom everywhere. Just need to find a bush or a small tree. You're good.
That's the way it is in the country too.
Did you know when Disneyland opened in China, there's pictures of like kids that just like in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the walkway, and just take a poop.
What?
They were trashing the place. The Disneyland in China was trashed. One day, everyone was defecating everywhere.
Sounds like San Francisco.
San Francisco.
I don't know. It's, number one things very important is in China is to bring your own toilet paper. Bring your own toilet paper because none of the public bathroom has toilet paper.
Damn.
Well, you got to think about it. You got like 10,000, 20,000 people walking through that toilet every single day. You're not gonna have any toilet paper left.
Right.
Bottle. You can always bring a spray bottle.
Hook up one of those sink sprayers on your toilet.
You
like,
could, but do you
water
trust the
stuff.
water in China? On your ass?
It's only touching your ass, man.
It might be hard water. Do you want something hard touch your ass?
I don't want nothing hard or soft touching my ass.
Just wash your ass. That's all you got.
Right? Just wash my ass.
So yeah, everybody will bring a small pack of paper on them all the time. So I will
Damn.
literally
you're
just
gonna lose,
not go to any
some
bathroom when I go to China.
subscribers, man.
I will wait until I get back to my hotel room.
I think you're at risk losing saying that.
Say that again?
You're at risk losing subscribers on this whole thing, man. This conversation.
I'm so scared.
Is
But
there
you
any
never
good
know.
real-
man.
There might be some new subscribers due to some fetish.
Right.
Yeah, that's what we want, right?
Like next time we'll have to show the first new subscribers. Like, wait, we're not talking about ass anymore.
I'm out of here. Sherry, did your ash fall? Oh, it did.
It did. It did.
So this cigar is so dry, I literally hear it pop, and then when it popped, I popped the wrapper.
Oh,
Ooh.
damn.
But still
Is that the
smokes.
Casa Cuevas?
How's it equivalent? But then this thing has been sit like on my table for like 3 weeks.
Damn. I smoked one on Saturday, and I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what the hell happened. I've never had this happen to any other cigar, but that thing started bulging toward where it was lit, and the band looked like it was suffocating the cigar. So I took the band off, and I wasn't even the first third into the cigar, and I had a hell of a time trying to get a draw through it and everything, and that cigar fought me until it got to where the band used to be, and that last third, and then it finally started smoking and
Too much
burning
moisture
pneumonia.
does that. Too much moisture. The steam actually makes it expand.
Man, but that Casa Cueva has been sitting into my humidor with the rest of those Casa Cuevas, and I've never had any other
But
issue.
here's the thing
with
though,
those.
even if it's in the same humidor, you're not gonna have exactly the same amount of humidity to every cigar.
Right.
If it's
But-
stacked between cigars will be on the surface closer to the humidifier, you're gonna get more moisture.
Or is it a trick
Well,
cigar?
they're all-
Yeah, it could be a trick one.
I mean, the best way to store your cigar is away from your humidifier. Like whatever that your source of humidity is, stay away from it. Like that should be the other corner.
Right. Well, yeah, it is. It's across the way there, and they're up on the third shelf. So
Well, last time
don't know.
I heard, when you put your mouth on something, it does expand and get larger.
oh my god.
Where's Chapin when we need him?
He's
So
been
did you
learning
say
some
you
tricks
heard
from
that?
Chapin.
That doesn't sound like you've heard it. I'm just saying.
Did I have too much whiskey today?
Wow. I set myself up for that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so speaking of San Francisco, right? Shitting in the streets. I got a story. I was up in Niagara Falls. Okay, and so we went to the Canada side, and they had that little strip of like all the Ripley's Believe It or Not and all that kind of shit.
Oh, yeah.
And we're walking down the street, we're walking down the sidewalk, and I see this park bench, and all of a sudden I see like this stream of water coming off out of the park bench, and there's a bum. It looked like there's a bum sitting there, a homeless guy, sitting there, and the stream's coming out, and I'm thinking, shit, man, is that is that like a statue that they're like got a fountain come out of that thing? Because it's like it's just unreal. The whole thing has happened. I can't believe it. No, the dude's taking a piss while he's laying down on the park bench. He's
Oh,
taking
wow.
a piss onto the street, not the street, but like the sidewalk. Yeah, that was a crazy thing.
You know, if they
Wow.
get caught, that's actually considered as sex offender. Urinating
Yeah.
in the public is actually considered as sex offenders.
Wow.
It was crazy. I mean, the whole that little, like I said, the whole strip there is all about tourism and everything else, and so, who knows what kind of crazy stuff they have. And I really thought it was like a realistic looking thing that was right outside of Ripley's, believe it or not. But yeah, I couldn't
telling
believe
you,
the guy.
man.
That became a believable or not story right there.
Yeah, right.
I'll tell you what. That's what Hollywood Boulevard's like when you go down to see the stars, the Walk of Stars. It's exactly like that. It's
That
the
place is
dirtiest
so
place you'll ever
trashed.
go.
I can't believe
Yeah.
tourism love that place. It's not even that. It's like glorified. Like they only film the good
Oh, yeah.
part of it, but once you're
Right.
there, you're like, this place is trash.
They show you
Freaky
half
people
the block.
all over the place. Yeah, they're all it's like a freak show.
Yeah.
You walk
They
a
only
little
show
bit
you
past
half
by,
the
it's all
block.
strip clubs and crazy stores.
Yep. You only see half the block. That makes it look real, like badass, and we got to go visit it because the Chinese man theater's there and all that crap. And then all of a sudden, it's
The Chinese
it's
theater is not even
trash.
Chinese.
No.
So the first time I ever went, we went on a band trip with a bunch of high school kids, and we had like three of these buses, and we got out, and we pretty much kind of like had to tell the kids that we're walking around with is like, y'all need to stay together and just be open to whatever this shit happens, man. It's gonna happen.
You're in LA now.
That's
So that was an
horrible.
education. That was for sure.
Greatest education out there.
Well, I don't
That's
know if
real
you guys
life,
know.
though.
Like, oh yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go refill. You guys chat. Give me a minute. I ran out.
I don't know if you guys know either,
you saying,
but
Matt?
like Beverly Hills, they don't let the trash guys come pick up trash during the day. They pick up at night only because of the tourism and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Wow.
it's against the law to pick up trash during the day.
Are they
Just
real
leave it there.
strict on
Only in,
people walking around and stuff?
so like in Beverly Hills, it's crazy as heck because I think people have this crazy idea that Beverly Hills is this huge city and it's only one square block. And, yes, there are some really fancy high end shops there. And I've seen some really fancy cars rolling through there. Seen some pretty cool people there myself. But it's a whole different world. I mean, they have their own police department, and it's just, they kind of, I don't know how to say it. Like they're in their own little world of LA. Beverly Hills is. It's
Wow.
crazy. Yeah.
So the movie Beverly Hills Cop, right, where he kind of
Uh-huh.
upsets the norm just by walking around with a sweater on or sweatshirt on. Is that kind of legit in terms of?
I don't think so. I've never had anybody say anything like that to me or anything. But I mean, hell, they got bums and stuff walking around there, So I wouldn't say bums, but homeless people, and
Right.
it's pretty homeless. It's pretty crazy. Those people over there are crazy, and it's 10 times worse now because they've got all those tent cities and everything else now. It's crazy over there.
Whew. I just went upstairs and I saw my wife, and I said, we're talking about a heated toilet seat. She said, yeah, once you go there, you cannot go back. Should not have a heated seat is against humidity. Exactly what my wife said. Once you have heated seat, you cannot go back.
Wow. I thought we were past the conversation.
But when I saw my wife, I was like, what are you guys talking about? A heated toilet seat. That's what we're talking about. So what did I miss?
Not
Yeah.
much. I was just talking about Beverly Hills.
That place. If anybody watching this and never been there, don't. It's nothing to see. Nothing to see.
You will see some pretty cool stuff, but you have to be at the right place at the right time to see.
Like what is the
cool
cool
stuff.
stuff can you see over there other than the star on the floor?
Well, like certain people. I've seen Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I've seen Arsenio Hall. Who else?
But seeing
With or
famous
without
people,
hair.
if seeing famous people is all you want to do, then
I
just
Just
saw
be
Ars-
Arsenio
I saw-
with or without hair.
I saw Arsenio with hair. This was way back in the '90s when I saw early '90s when I saw him.
Now
He
he's
had a
bald,
show.
yeah.
I don't know. Like
Yeah.
seeing famous people never get me anything. I don't have the feeling of excitement or starstruck or something like that. So
Well, when you see Kareem Abdul-Jabbar walking down the street and he's towering over everybody, it's like, damn,
Right.
that guy.
like
You knew he was somebody.
I guess it's because I mostly meet like Asian stars, so I don't feel anything. Like when I see Jackie Chan, I just say hi to him. He's just all the talk of like, can I go away now? Can I go get the food now?
I would love to meet Jackie Chan, man. He's a cool dude.
He's a happy guy, for sure. His son is a big stock-up.
Really?
Yeah. But yeah, my aunt worked for them, so when they talk about Jackie Chan, all those stars that go to under the East Star Company, it's all like, oh, I just see them all the time in my grandfather's house, kind of thing,
Huh. So what's his son riding off his dad? And
His son definitely right. His son is getting all the girls because of his dad.
Well, of course, of course.
You want a
That's,
movie role? You want a movie role? Yeah, just do a movie with my son.
That's smart.
There's kiss
So
scenes
what-
in there, but that'll be okay. There might be
Check out what
hugging.
Check out what Quake said.
I see famous people on Wednesday, Saturday in this channel. Sherry, you mean?
definitely ain't me.
Definitely ain't me.
Not
This
me.
old Hashimoto
So
guy.
it has to be Sherry.
Right.
I'm definitely not famous. Nobody knows me.
Hey, man, me and Albert don't have a sticker after us. We don't have all this stuff, so.
You have a Hashimoto sports sticker. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, I got Hashimoto sports stickers, shirts, and hats.
Exactly.
and all
So
that
you
shit.
do have a sticker right there.
But not on the web.
You could put it on the web.
I don't have. Well, I do
He's-
have a
he's
website,
dry-
but I don't have any of that stuff on there.
He's dry bagging right now.
Oh no, no. I am the very last person to ever dry beg for anything. I give more than I take from anybody. That's for sure.
There's no point to drive back. You don't want your face on a sticker.
Oh, I know. I think it's awesome with Sherry and Michael. I mean, that's pretty cool, man. I mean,
Sherry is the
It's
next
just-
one to be made it. So I'm just waiting,
I don't
waiting,
know. I know.
waiting for that face, that sticker worthy face to show up. One day we'll
That
have
whole-
one.
That whole battle with Mike's face and his whatever that
Right.
deal is.
Shadow gaze.
Oh, the shadow gaze.
I
that's
couldn't
right.
stop it. There's no way to stop it. If you can't stop it, join it.
Yeah. Right. Yep.
It's damn hard to do
Uh,
without getting smoke in your eyes and shit.
Yes,
That's for sure.
yes. I'm glad I'm not the only one because I'm not trying like the smoke just smokes my eyes.
Like how many pictures I had to take, I'm like, fuck, that ain't a good one. That ain't a good one. Damn it, man.
I'll tell you what, though. I have had more. I don't never take pictures of crap, okay? And I take more damn pictures of my cigars, and my family thinks I'm a freaking lunatic now because I'm out here taking pictures with my cigars, like in certain areas and places, and they're like, "You're freaking weird, Dad," and I'm like, "Nah, this is a lifestyle now.
Yeah.
This is shadow smokers now, man." You guys have created a monster, but I won't ever do a selfie.
Well, if I was to take a screenshot right now, that's a selfie for you.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I don't do selfies. I just don't do it.
There
You're
is a
lucky to
song
have me.
talking about let me take a selfie. So listen to a
What's
few more.
that?
So,
There's a song where she just go, let me take a selfie.
Oh,
so what? Okay, now I'm confused. What pictures are you taking if you're not taking a selfie?
He's taking the cigar.
Oh, you're
don't
just
ever see
taking
my
pictures of
pictures?
the cigar. Oh, I have to look.
Right.
I haven't looked.
If you want to look at Hashimoto's cigar picture, you can't find it because in the Facebook the feed just moves so fast. Just go to our new homes in there all the time.
Yep. Yep.
There's not
Yep,
as
I was
as
about
much
to say
traffic
that.
I
in
know
there,
about the
but
new
he
home.
To the
posted there.
homepage.
I know about the new home. I get it. I get that. Yeah.
You need to bookmark that page so you don't have to ask again.
hell, there's only
I
three
had
of
to
us that
go
even
and
post
like
in
reset
there.
my damn passport.
Between Sherry, me, and Michael, we're the only three.
Yep.
Which is good because that's not a lot of traffic. So if you want to single down, like, what did Hashimoto post today? Look that way, you'll find it.
That's true.
Because you know how hard it is to find a post in Facebook now? It's
Oh, yeah.
super hard. And not to mention, they're
It
not
is.
even like, they're not even by time. They're like just skipping here and there. A lot of
Yeah.
times I scroll down and find something like 3 months ago. Somebody posted. No shit, 3 months ago.
That's because of Brandon.
Well, that's like you
That's
said.
because of
If you don't hashtag your stuff,
I do
That's
hashtag
because
some
of
stuff.
Brandon.
right? But like how you have to have like
Chapin's always
The
in there
hashtag,
replying to shit. You can't even type and he's replying.
He replied before you made a post.
But like when you make us put hashtag member audit and stuff like that, most of the time I wouldn't be able to find anything unless I put that in there and then I could find it. But
It makes it a lot easier for us to find it though. So because
right,
there's so
no,
many.
I agree. But like you said, like if you don't have a hashtag in there and you don't have that type of tag on it, you'll never find it because it could go on for 15, 20 minutes trying to find somebody's post.
But
Yeah.
if it's important, I put out an announcement. It's the first post every time.
Yeah.
Quick says hashtag. You mean pound sign? Yes.
Yes.
I called that shit. I called it the pound. I said something pound, and it was a hashtag. And my wife started laughing her ass off at me. She goes, "You're so fucking old."
Yeah,
And I'm
because
like,
you
"What
know,
the
back in the
fuck?"
day when we know.
I'm like, "That's the pound sign. That ain't no damn hashtag."
But the only reason we call it the pound sign is because we use a dial on the phone.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, but if you were doing like Linux, you'd know what a hash. You know it as a hash if you did Linux. Just saying.
How many people here uses Linux? How many people here last time ever typed the term super user?
Not me.
No, I get that, but what's ironic about that is that
I don't think
hashtag is a young person's thing, like you're saying, Matt. But really, if you're older and you use Linux and you know about hashtag, you know what a hash is. So that's kind of ironic.
Yeah,
I
well,
know the hash is because it's my last name.
I thought you were gonna say something else, but okay.
It was close. It's almost getting there. It was close. We're waiting for something.
I used to get called hash brown, hash. I don't know, hash, all kinds of stuff.
Corned beef hash.
Hash is good.
Nah, I never had. Nobody called me that.
Corned beef hash?
What?
Now, see, if you want to, we can make that happen.
Oh, no. Please no.
New nickname, right?
Oh God, no. I'll leave the group.
Just make sure to let us know.
Yeah. This is your warning.
Well, if you say too many dad jokes, they'll call you corned beef hash. How's that?
Corned beef hash.
I know I feel old as hell too. Damn.
What is it? What is it? Quick 30's thing, not even your wife? I don't know about that. That went right over my head right there.
Yeah, right.
That went right over quickly too.
Which one?
I didn't even understand it.
Quick says, dang, not even your wife? For the corned beef hash?
Yeah, I don't understand that one. That's
Yeah,
one
that
thing
flew
about
by.
when you do these lives.
That flew by quick.
When you comment, you almost have to write the context of what your comment is.
They will take, then that will take too long to type, man.
I know, but like I'll reply.
That's why
to
they
some of
need
the
to
stuff
join
you're
the live.
saying.
Huh?
Right. I'll say.
I
I'll
said that's why
reply to
they
some
need
of
to
the things
join the
you're
live.
saying. Right. Because I'll try to reply to what you're saying, Tony, and then you're onto something 3 things later, and then you don't know what it connected to. So.
Well, I can't help it because I'm moving quick.
Quick like a ninja.
Yeah. Stealthy.
You're definitely too fast. That's what I've heard. So anyway.
Yeah.
Oh,
Turn it down for
30
what?
30
Yay!
seconds too fast.
You can only do so much repeating. I don't have that much time, you know. Right? You can only do the same thing for so long, you know. You gotta move on to the next thing. This particular life is gotta get flagged for sure. I can only imagine there's 7 complaints right now because we have 7 viewers.
Yeah, as soon as the
Who's watching?
closed caption
watching?
gets finished, right?
Well, we know that Quick is still on. Cat is probably
No
still
Quicks.
on. I don't know about Joseph. Joseph is probably still on. And then Albert is looking at it too, so Albert's on. And I don't think I count, so I don't know.
You got to pull up the chat. You got to do the pop-out chat so you can keep up with that.
I can look at the chat right here.
But I bring the pop-up. I can watch what's going on.
Yeah, but when you do the pop-up, you also count as a viewer. Oh, we just lost one right there.
Oh,
It's okay, because we already went over our normal time at 11. So I'm just trying to finish my cigar here.
You're right. I'm just about done.
damn, nubbing it.
Nubbing it.
Yep.
Okay, that's got to be part of the
SSL
picture.
kicking in.
Tony, that's got to be part of it right there. The
Nub.
nub tool.
The nub tool.
Or the ash.
Nope, I don't have no ashes.
No,
not
I know.
enough
Right
ash.
now you don't. But you're the ash queen.
I am. I get a lot of ash.
What do you guys think about the new stickers? The new sticker design?
I like them. I like
The black.
I like the black one.
It seems that everybody liked the darker color scheme for sure.
Yep.
Once you go black, you can't go back. That's what I've heard.
I will dispute
That's
that.
right. That's right.
I will dispute that. I will
They don't call
dispute
us
that.
shadow smokers for no reason.
That's right.
I will dispute that turn. That
Normally you watch right, but you know.
I don't know about once you go black, you'll never go back.
Once you go Asian, you never go Caucasian.
Exactly. It's all about the wallet. Not what's in front of it, but about the wallet. At least that's what I'm gonna tell my kid. It's all about the wallet.
That's right.
Are you planning on ever having any kids?
It's not like I can decide. Is that something I can decide? Hey, babe,
Your wife can.
be pregnant tomorrow. You know, I can't.
Well, I mean, are you guys ever plan on having any? I mean,
We were just planning to, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Okay.
You know, I don't wear a mask, no protection.
oh shit!
YouTube's gonna cut this off so quickly.
Oh my god. Your
Yeah,
wife's
if it
probably
happens, it
freaking
happens,
out.
right? If it doesn't, it doesn't, kind of thing. I mean, am I ready for a kid? Sure, why not? You know, nothing changes. I'm at home all the time, right? You know? You know, I wouldn't feel like, damn, I need to have kids right now. So I had to go see, you know, plan it out, time in, and see a doctor, you know, all that stuff. I'm not gonna do that. See if it happens, it happens.
There's a lot of people that do that, man, and it's like, damn.
Because it's like almost 100% success rate. If you go to a doctor, it's gonna happen, kind of thing, you know?
Oh, Martine's on.
But they just can't wait. And they just can't let nature take its course, you know?
I think that's the thing. Like, when you forcefully do it, like, you know, in virtual and stuff like that, I don't think it's healthy for the kid, though. Because it's like you say, it's nature wants its course, right? So whatever the little finds the egg go, yay! That's gonna happen. When you go like, hey, that thing is gonna go into that egg, the egg go, no! But still made a kid, then, you know, maybe it's not, you know, maybe it's not gonna be perfect, you know? Who knows? Who knows? I'm not one that's against to have kids. I love to have kids, but I'm not gonna force myself. I'm totally happy with lifestyle, right? But if I had to change it, totally fine too.
It'll
Man,
change.
I'll tell you what, your Davidoffs might take a back seat.
Oh, you are not. You are not.
Hey, man. I mean, I have a buddy who he was buying Davidoff boxes and shit every month. He was up at the shop all the time. As soon as he had his kid, that was a different time, man. He is in a new trek of life.
If you ask me, do I buy a box of cigars, Davidoff, or a, you know, milk powder? I would say Davidoff.
Diapers.
You know, we'll go milk another
You'd
cow.
say Davidoff. Well, and I don't know if it's necessarily money thing for him either. I think it's more about time. You know, he doesn't get to spend as much time up at the shop anymore.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, you gotta have different priority for sure. Especially if you have like a full-time job and all that stuff. You know, the allocation of time will be different. But for me, I don't think much will change. So,
Man, we might have a new leader.
What?
baby ninja. No, I don't think that much is gonna change. I mean, I don't sleep at night anyway, so, you know, my wife won't have to take care of the kids middle of 3 o'clock in the morning when they cry. If my baby cries, I'm like, oh, don't cry. Here's a Davidoff for you. Don't cry. Look at this. And the baby will like, yay!
Yeah, but that's what those little bitty cigars are for, right?
Yeah. These are the baby size. So, you know, when like baby's crying, would you like one? And I tell you, my baby will give me the middle finger when I give him that. He says, "Not Opus X, get out of here."
Oh man,
But
I'm
you
not a
know,
big Opus X fan.
If you start them off young, Tony, on the smoking, they probably won't throw up whenever they smoke a strong cigar.
You mean Martin?
Ah.
You know, I'm actually hoping that, you know, if the baby's awake and crying and they're not sleeping, even one of these, he might go to sleep after he puked out the milk. You know, that might be the new thing: smoking and fall asleep.
Jeez.
But there are people that says that, you know, when you have baby crying, you should at nighttime is because you let them sleep too much. You should force them not to sleep, so at nighttime they'll sleep through. But I think that will probably drive the baby crazy. Like, you know, it's like baby's about to go to sleep. Like, no, don't sleep, keep awake. It's not 10 p.m. yet. Don't sleep.
Shaking baby syndrome.
Martin's like, why my name had gotta be thrown into this?
Martin, your name's been thrown into this quite a bit, buddy. You just haven't been on.
Yeah, you missed a 2 hour of your name.
Yeah, we talked you up, man.
Martin just say, hey guys.
So
Okay,
Martin, tell us, is that your car or is that your wife's car?
Yes.
Martin, why do you gotta trade your car, man? Oh God.
Oh, and welcome to the show, Martine.
Shouldn't have traded your car. It was perfect studio.
He might as well just jump on the live because it's going to be easier to explain
No,
live.
he's gonna explain later on after show. He's gonna go out mansplaining. Just ask her, and she say it was my car.
Yeah.
So, did you trade, Martin? Did you have to change your last name?
Okay, all right. So
She
that
said it
reminds
was
me.
his.
So what he just said reminds me of this, right? There's like this whole room full of guys, and somebody come in and says, okay, everybody who's pussy whipped, go to the right, and everybody who's not pussy whipped, go over to the left. And everybody went over to the right-hand side, except for one guy. He walked over to the left. And the guy's like, so you're saying you're not pussy whipped? He's like, no, my wife told me to come over here.
Yeah, I don't understand why you gotta trade your Mazda for Infinity.
I saw something on there where I think his wife said something too about some boost leaks on the Mazda all the time
There's boost leak on the Mazda?
with his turbos,
Why didn't he just drive it to Hashimoto?
right?
Yeah.
He could have fixed that in
Remember-
2 seconds.
Didn't we say give him my phone number? He'd call me if service call. you
Yeah,
know?
come on. So now, instead of fixing your car, you got another 4 years of car payment.
Or longer.
And you lose your YouTube studio.
Yeah.
Oh, Stacy just went on his POS.
Oh.
Oh, the boss is on.
Uh-oh.
Is she talking about the car? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was it with the rebuilt engine. Wait, the Mazda was the rebuilt engine, or was the Infinity with the rebuilt engine? I mean, there are a rebuilt engine that's reliable.
Oh yeah. Japanese motors are
Yeah,
like
they're
simple,
meant
not
to
in
be
Japan.
rebuilt. Why
Yeah,
so-
but I think there was other problems with the car though. There's other problems with the Mazda that he was having to get fixed.
I mean, Mazda, so long as you're not driving their rotary engine, everything else is pretty like reliable in terms of reliability. Their rotary
say-
engine is not reliable. Everything else is. Now, Hashimoto, don't tell me rotary engine is reliable. Don't.
Oh, I didn't say it was reliable. It's got a lot of power.
Huh?
That rotary motor's got a lot of power.
It's got power, but it's not reliable. That thing, that
It's-
turbo, kicked the
It's not
shit
the
out of
most
it.
reliable motor, no.
And here's the thing: rotary engine has no power if there's no turbo. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Good money after bad.
But things issue after issue with that car. So the Mazda speed. Didn't Martin buy that car new?
I don't know.
Oil leak issue and tons of issues. See, you should have just brought it to Hashimoto. He would have fixed it in a day or 15 minutes, and then you would have drove back. While you fall asleep
And you know
after
what
a
else
cigar.
So you know what else was wrong with the Mazda is that the interior smelled like shit.
Right.
You could have brought it down here to Hashimoto Sports in Utah, and then you could have just, while you waited, take a seat in the humidor, and
He won't
and,
take a seat. He'll fall asleep in front of that humidor. Just smelling the cedar. Ugh.
Oh, it smells so good. My wife, we were in the hallway the other day, and my wife goes, "Oh my God, I can smell the humidor," and I'm like, "A good smell or a bad smell?" She's like, "Oh no, a good smell." She loves it, so.
Oh, he bought a Mazda speed at 120K. Yeah, so yeah, it's not gonna be reliable.
Oh
You
shit.
definitely need to fix that up. Yeah. But then
Well,
if you
especially a Mazda Speed, somebody's out there racing it.
yeah, well, if you have the name Speed in the car, you're
Right.
surprised. I'm surprised there's no sticker on it. Each
Right.
one adds 5 horsepower, man. You
Everybody I know
you
that
gotta
has
have
a
those
sticker.
Mazda Speed with the like you know, Type R emblem on it. He adds VTAC right there.
Type R,
So,
Mugen, all kinds of stuff.
So you see that he had to
Smell like ass,
tell Quake
chemical,
his
and
wife
smoke.
His name Martine to Hathaway. He would know.
Quick,
It'd
my
be less
wife is
confusing.
Stacy. That's not something you should talk about. You should not say something smell like ass. Do you know how ass smells like?
Yeah, she lives with Martine.
No Fast and Furious decals. You sure you didn't put an R32 emblem on the back?
He's got to have a SSL decal, right? There at least there's one of those.
That adds
in there.
100 horsepower right there.
That's automatic, man. That's put a Hashi Motorsports on there. That's 200 extra
Yeah,
horses.
automatically change to a 9-speed turbo. 18 psi. That thing's gonna blow up that engine in 2 seconds.
Right.
Now let him have the Infinity so he can't say shit when I get the 370Z twin turbo. Whoa!
Damn.
Well, she knows what she's talking about right there.
She already knows. She's got it picked out, man. Oh. Ooh, Martine.
She's talking about, yeah, 370Z twin turbo. It's gotta be
You better-
400Z, isn't it? The new one, they gotta call it 400Z, I think.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
did she write Mart's ass or smart ass?
Typo. DM the autofix, right? DM the autocorrect.
Autocorrect.
You know, I should make a Shadow Smoker Legion thing for car. You know, just like, you know, Shadow Smoker Legion auto.
There you go.
Brought to you by Hashimoto.
Oh. And the cigar
we can make
smoke
some
could be
badges.
from the
Man, have
exhaust
some
pipe.
badges. So we get Chapin to buy us to make us some badges for him for the car.
I'd rock one
Mart's
for sure.
short for Martin. You know, yeah, when you drive the 370Z, you gotta like it. Every time you start the car, the gauge just go. Whoosh. That looks
Yeah.
sexy.
Sweep real fast.
My
This
team's gonna be
car's
so
all sick.
jealous. It's like driving the family, you know, soccer mom van, and then you know, and then Stacy just zooms by.
I'm not a big Mazda fan, but those Z's, man, those are some sexy ass colors.
It's called Fair Lady for a reason. That thing is
Oh, yeah.
sexy. I vote for the 370Z right there. Martin, get on it.
Or the 400.
Or the 400. Or the 400. I don't want another turbo car. No, trust me, the Nissan turbos are very reliable.
Oh yeah.
Nissan turbos are very reliable. Like I rarely hear like, you know, oh, GTR turbo rarely fails too. So
Oh yeah. They've put their homework into those cars.
they definitely did. They spend entire like technology group just to research their turbo stuff. So because like
And
the
the problem
GTR
is
outspin
too,
turbo.
Martine. The problem too, Martine, is you can't buy a car at 125,000 miles and expect it not to have any
Yeah.
issues, especially when somebody else didn't maintain it.
You gotta
If
have
you
a
buy
big
it-
overhaul when you buy that kind of car.
Right. When you maintain it if you buy it pretty new and you maintain it, then you'll be okay.
Look at that. Brand new. She's gonna buy brand new, not used. She's a smart woman. She's a keeper. Change your last name to Hathaway, Martin. She's
Wait
a
a
keeper
minute.
right there.
But wait. He bought it so he can have a YouTube studio. So you got that.
No.
He ain't smoking in that. She already said he ain't smoking in it.
Say it louder to your hand. All you have to do is turn on the speaker. She's a keeper. Buy her that 370Z or 400Z, and just be happy with that. Just be happy with that. At least after your car broke down 3 times, her car will still be good.
She'll be coming to pick you up for work.
All right. So Martine,
In
so
style.
what is going to be your new YouTube studio? Is it going to be the Brickworks that you have going on?
I'll
Oh,
let
he's
him
gonna
post up
correct.
in the front of the gram. Once she
Those
gets
were-
out 400Z, he's not going on there. He's not going in that car ever. You know, it is a 2-seater, but I don't think she will allow him to sit on it.
He definitely ain't taking no cigars in there.
Yeah, he's not getting in there. He had to go like, you know, what's that thing called? The spray? Old Spice before he had to walk in. It is a good car. It is a good car.
Yeah, it is. It is a great car.
He can get a Geo Metro. Can you even find another Geo Metro?
Shit, he should
Wow.
have stuck with that Mazda Speed.
Oh, he can't smoke in car. Nope. My Infinity is only 49,000 miles on it. In the new YouTube studio is the bring wall. I can't smoke in the car. Martin, I can tell you, 49,000 miles is a horrible mile to buy the car because literally the big overhaul is coming in like 10,000 miles.
You're gonna freak him out, man.
Yeah, you either buy a 10,000, 20,000, or like something like 75,000. You don't buy it right under 50, 60,000 or 100,000. Those two numbers are horrible.
Yeah.
Those two
There's a
numbers are
reason why.
people when people trade in their lease after they abused it.
That's Tony, buyer's remorse, soy sauce assassin.
Brought to you by.
No, that's the thing though, Martin. How many people owns cars and that's really into cars in the group? You should have asked us. I'm not saying that's a bad car. I'm just saying, you know, when you buy a used car, you gotta prep like another budget or something when something goes wrong. Because everybody say they take care of their cars, even in the dealer.
Right.
I
This guy
definitely
does.
took care of my car. I definitely took care of my car. When I drive, you know, a high horsepower car or anything with a speed on it. Anything with R on it. Any car with an R on it. I can tell you that I really, really drive slow on my Type R. Do you believe that?
No.
You know, when I drive an Integra Type R, I drive 30 miles an hour every day.
First gear.
You know, obviously people drive those cars to yeah. That's different though. When you drive a truck, the truck is meant to be abused.
No. I don't abuse my truck.
Well, to utilize, right? You use it for utility. You don't use it just to drive, do you?
For the most part, yeah.
Truck is a car.
Hold on. Yeah, I have your number. He went from buy there, pay here a lot.
Like a
I don't get that. Y'all have to remember he went from buy here, pay here a lot.
Yeah.
that's a cheap little
Yeah.
used car
The
dealership.
tote your note. That's a tote your note.
Oh, yeah. I will say bring your car to an actual mechanic to look through. You'll find out a lot of things. Like drive it to Hashimoto or drive it to like, you know, Wells.
Or don't and be happy with it.
No, because I will still think that you want to get a look at it, and because you don't want to, you want to fix something before it's actually really bad, because you know it's much worse when something that break down really a lot, right? You want to prevent it from breaking down by changing it ahead of time than having it break down.
Well, I'm sure Martine got some kind of a warranty.
On a used car,
Yeah.
what kind of warranty?
I don't know. I'm sure he got something.
Come on, you're in the car industry and you actually trust those warranties.
Well, I'm saying he got something.
He has personal mechanic he can take it to. Then, you know, if that was the case, that Mazda Speed would never have a problem.
Oh.
Wow. Hey, aren't you glad you joined the live here, Martin?
Oh, he's getting roasted.
He is.
She's saying all the old cars I purchased were from the in-house shops. I got this one from the dealer.
Okay.
I don't trust dealer.
That's one thing about the dealerships. I used to work at a dealership many years ago, and they will hang on to cars that are in great shape. Anything they got to put money into, they're selling them off to those little car lots because they don't want to put the money into it. They want something that they can just put straight back out on the lot and make money on.
His mechanic didn't work on turbo.
The hell?
What the hell does that mean? You drive your cars in like, yeah, sorry, we don't work on turbo cars.
Then you can't be taking your 400Z in there either. Then.
Yeah, that's the thing. Buy the 400Z brand new, right? Buy the 400 brand new. That's gotta be
Oh man, that's gonna be sick.
That's gonna be sick.
Well, Martine definitely married up. I'll tell you that.
She's like, turn it up, turn it up.
You married up, Martine.
Yeah, she's a smart one. She's a smart one.
She's got good
Martine, you
taste.
should have listened to her before you buy that car.
She's got good taste in cars.
She did.
Yeah.
She did. The moment she can actually tell you 370Z, like, respect, just go, wah! Off the screen.
I tell you, and even the name Hathaway Cigar Review sounds cool, doesn't it? Doesn't that sound Hathaway Cigar Reviews?
Oh. Oh.
Refined. It's like a refined.
Well, my
like
daughter's name is Amaya too, and it means night rain in Japanese. So
That's cool. That's a cool thing.
it's just weird to hear. Martine's actually the second person I know that's Hispanic that has that has Amaya as their last name. And the girl that I used to date in high school, she married a guy his last name was Amaya. And I thought she was just fucking around with me after I already named my daughter Amaya. I'm like, what?
So Amaya? If she married him?
Right. And it's spelled exactly the same. Amaya.
Amaya squared.
A squared. A2.
All right, you guys. I gotta go. I gotta go to work tomorrow. So.
All right, have a good night.
Sherry,
All right,
have
we
a
should
good night.
cut off
Love you
now. Have a
guys.
good night,
Be safe,
everybody.
Sherry.
Right, Sherry.
We should cut off now. I'm done with my cigar. Are you done with your drink?
I am, yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Albert? Are you still on your last little bit? Yeah. So yeah, we'll end here before Amaya really hated his car and take a piss on it. So Amaya, you know we love you. But yeah, have a good night, everybody. We should cut off here.
All right, guys. See ya.
All right. Good night, everybody.